What is going on, everybody? Back at it again with something a little bit different tonight. Not really a play-by-play and reaction, more of a watch party live reaction. We got Philly Take with RB, Philly Talk Podcast, Daily Drip up in the house. Shout out to these guys for coming on, hanging out. Let's be honest, guys. Nobody wants to watch this game. Just typical definition of another game on the schedule. This one's going to be hard to sit through. At least Joel Embiid is playing because I didn't think he was playing today based off Doc's comments yesterday. But Joel is in. Danny and Toby are out. But we got the Sixers 35-17 going up against the OKC Thunder 20-32. The openly tanking Thunder who won't play Al Horford. They will not play him. They won't trade him or cut him because they want to get more draft picks back. They have 37 draft picks in the next 7 years or something like that.
That's crazy.
Absolutely crazy. Shout out to these guys for coming on. This is going to be more of like a chill Sixer stream, like interacting with the chat, watching the game. But these guys do great content. Shout out to them for coming on. Mike and Steven, what's going on, fellas?
Hey man, glad to be here. Like I said, look, I'm looking at the report, and listen, I honestly thought Joel Embiid was going to be out. I know a lot of people hit me up on Twitter like, "Yo, you're gonna do the stream. You said it last night. You're gonna do it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it." But listen, shout out to my guy RB. He hit me up early talking about some people are going to be out, like Danny Green and possibly Harris, which they are both out, like he said. And I'm like, what? Without them, you also got Joel Embiid out. I mean, Am I watching the Ben Simmons show? And if I'm going to do that, like, do I want to watch that on the couch where I can just go to sleep at any moment? Or do I want to watch it up here? So look, Joel Embiid is playing, and anytime he hits the court, you can see. Listen, yesterday was the only stinker in this MVP type season, minus the injury. So, you got Joel Embiid playing. I'm excited to watch for that. And that only, but listen, because of the Nets are on our heels, I said this yesterday. The way we lost was disgusting. But at the end of the day, a loss in the middle of the season against a Western opponent doesn't matter. But it does matter in the sense that the Nets are on our heels, and we lost 5 times at home and now 12 times on the road. So it's a big difference for what we do at home and on the road. And listen, I love my Sixers, but I'm not going to downplay what the Nets are doing. They're able to play tag team. Harden and Kyrie play. Oh, tag, you're in, KD. Harden goes sit for a little bit, but they're getting it done. So since Harden's been there, we got to take them serious. I don't think they got an answer for the 7-foot monster, but he's the only thing that's keeping me up on this team because you got the inconsistent play of Curry, Ben. Tobias has been consistent, but who knows where the playoffs stand. Listen, we're going to go as far as Joel Embiid takes us. Go ahead.
I'm right there with you, Mike. For me, RB said it too. Like, I don't know about you guys, but lately I think it's just due to the inconsistency from like Ben Simmons and stuff. Like, it's hard for these games to hold my interest, man. Like, kudos to you guys for being able to do these live play-by-plays every night. I don't know how you're able. I guess maybe that's what keeps you going. There's a lot of games where it's like, dude, I'm like questioning if I even want to watch this. It's not like my fandom. It's just like, dude, like Ben Simmons, let's just talk about it, man. Every time I turn it on, like whether Joel Embiid is playing or not, I'm just like hoping and praying that this guy's going to just like figure it out on the offensive end. We know what he does on the defensive end. I've been saying it all year, defensive player of the year, but like there's been, I don't know what he's averaging in the last like 12 games. It's not good. It's not pretty. It's like 11 points per game. Just he's reverting back to
in the last 8 games, he's averaging 10 points per game. He has 27 field goals made and 28 turnovers.
Oh, and his free throw percentage is all the way back down to like, low 60s, probably high 50s, which is not good after that awesome stretch he had before the All-Star game. I saw some stuff going around. I don't want to really get into it. I think there's something going on with his family. I don't know if you guys saw that on Twitter. I kind of try to stay out of that stuff. So, hopefully he's able to, get through it and get back on track. And like you said, Mike, Embiid, that was the worst game of the season from him last night. I was at a bar last night and I was like, dude, good thing I'm out because this was terrible. It was hard to watch. So hopefully they get back on track. Luckily, it's the lowly Oklahoma City Thunder. And shout out to Al Horford for sitting this one out, you bum.
Hey, Al Horford sitting out. I see people in the chat going crazy. Apparently, everybody's favorite Sixer that got traded, Tony Bradley, will be playing tonight. And
Oh,
there's just an unwritten rule. Any former Sixers or any unknown players on the other team
Double
will
double.
go off. Tony Bradley, I'm predicting 24 and 12 tonight.
That's a lot.
That's my prediction.
If Joel wasn't playing, I would co-sign that. But Joel's there.
Oh, don't worry. You'll see it,
he'll
bro.
get his. Watch.
We'll see. I don't even know if he's starting, but shout out, by the way, to all the channel members. I did forget to say, but we are live on all 3 channels. So again, if you haven't subbed up these guys, go ahead and sub them up. Shout out to all the channel members. Here is the starting lineups, by the way. Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Matisse Thybulle, Furkan Korkmaz, and Joel Embiid. And then for the Thunder, Theo Maledon, Lou Dort, Darius Baisley, Alexei Pokusevsky, and Moses Brown.
Wow.
I mean, what?
Oh my.
Anyway, shout out to my guy Seth, great channel member on my channel. He says, yo, what up, y'all? Let's get this dub, baby. No game like last night. Hopefully, shaking my head. Seth, appreciate the donation, my guy. Let me just say this right now. We cannot play like we did last night. I've been pissed since last night. And just a message, not to you, Seth, but to some others. There are really people I don't know about you guys, but they're telling me, stop being so negative. Please stop. We are 19 games away from the playoffs. All right, we cannot keep playing like this against bad teams. We've been bad against bad teams. So we have to pick it up, man. We have to pick it up.
And I just want to reiterate, listen, like, I love my Sixers, but watch basketball. You never seen a 3-piece the way the Brooklyn Nets have it. When I say these guys are basket getters, like these are 3 players who, if you're playing somebody one-on-one in a one-on-one basketball game, they're probably 3 of the top 5 best. Now, AD's a great player, Joel Embiid's a great player, but they're centers. Like these are bucket getters. They don't got the guy who can Embiid down low, and that gives us our advantage. But what also gives us our advantage is the fact that we need to be home, where we lost 5 games and not 12 on the road. So home field advantage will play a big part for the Sixers. And shout out to my guy Jersey Boy in the building. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. And by the way, like I said, guys, it's not really going to be a play-by-play. We all didn't feel like watching this game, so we figured might as well come and watch it together.
So Ben Simmons is about to get busy early, but he passed it out the court.
Passing out the corky for 3, and it's off. Of course.
See?
Anthony says, "Are you going to put a scoreboard?" Unfortunately, with the software we're using, we can't. But we will still keep you guys updated with the score. I know some people tune in and don't really have access to the game, so we'll keep on mentioning the score. We just wanted to do this together tonight and just kind of refresh a little bit, you know.
Hey, Ben looking aggressive.
Yeah, losing the ball.
But hey,
do you guys
if he
feel like he doesn't get foul calls as frequently?
Oh, he doesn't. I said that in my stream last night. That's one thing I will credit him. The refs don't like him like they like Joel. Embiid though.
Joel's gonna have a good night, man. But look, they're gonna keep double teaming him, bro.
They gotta figure that out right there, man.
I like how Thybulle's been playing.
Yeah, Thybulle stepping up a little bit on the offensive side of the ball. And B for
Good
3.
ball movement.
That is off though. How did you feel about Curry's stinker though? Like that was a horrible stinker. He missed the open layup, bro.
Yeah.
Korkmaz though doing his best. Matisse Thybulle.
There you go. So I was having this conversation with somebody the other day about Curry. I was saying, like, if you look, like, he's an awesome player, love his fit here, but he's never really started consistently until he's gotten here. So, like, it's kind of concerning, you know?
For the last, I don't even know how long I've been saying Seth Curry is a 6th man. When he was when he was on Portland on that playoff run, what did he do? He came off the bench, and people keep telling me, "Oh, don't mess with the chemistry of the starting lineup." No. Danny is a 2.
That's it. All right.
Nice bucket by Ben, man. Finally being aggressive.
Real quick. We need everybody in the chat. Let us know too, and I want us to be out here on the open. Is Ben scoring 20 plus this game? Yes or no?
Nice steal by Thybulle, man. I love Thybulle.
I'm gonna say yes because he got 4 early
and 1. And 1 for Ben. Let's go, Ben. Wake the hell up, bro.
I'm gonna go Ben scoring 20 plus. What do you got, RB?
I have him scoring 16, 8, and 7. He'll stop scoring for about a quarter and a half.
I mean, he's about to have 5 in the first 2 minutes. Like, if he can't get,
but that's what he does, bro. That's his MO.
I hear you. Oh, never mind. He missed it, so he got 4.
Damn, man.
Yo, that's another thing. His free throw shooting, it was good during that 2-week stretch, and it kind of slowed down, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think Joel's going to go for like 34 at least.
Oof.
Shout out to Ader Navarro coming in with a $5 donation. Ader, appreciate it, my man. Another great channel member says, well, this looks like it'll be fun. At least let's get one air horn at tip-off. Unfortunately, again, we are not in OBS, so we can't sound the sound effects.
The soundboard.
Oh, yeah, I go crazy with the sounds, man.
Good sound, good sign. Curry 4 quarters can't make a bucket, but he makes one in the first 3. So that's a good sign.
Yep. But yeah, Ader, I appreciate you, man, and we'll get back to the sound effects eventually. But I guess we'll have to just keep talking. Look at that.
Who is this guy for the?
Oh my gosh, dude! Darius Baisley, bro.
Back-to-back threes though, like, and his shot is kind of weird.
This is just one of them games, bro. If we keep him in it, bro, I'm not gonna feel good about it.
Look, they're coming with the double on Joel early.
Why is Joel settling for shots outside, bro? Get down low in the post, bro. That's the last night reminded me of last year's Brett Brown offense, bro.
Yeah, Joel gets to that same thing.
Wait, actually, I want to get your guys' opinion on this because I've heard so many takes since yesterday. I don't agree with Steven Adams did an amazing job on Joel. I don't believe that. If you looked at the first quarter, Adams had 2 fouls and Joel stopped going down low. I don't think he did it. Joel was just settling.
Right.
But what do you guys think?
Right. I oh my goodness. For everybody in the chat, the score is tied 8-8 with 8 minutes and 40 seconds left. But I agree 100% with you. Listen, this is my take on Joel Embiid. He pulls that little mid-range and it goes in. Do it again. He makes it again. Do it again. After the second time he misses, I don't want to see him shoot that ball until he goes to the hole at least 3 or 4 times, get his rhythm back. And so he settled, which made Stevens Adams' job real easy. Korkmaz, though, the Turkish trigger.
I'm sorry, though. Like, Korkmaz is off to a good start, but we got to stop running the offense through him, bro.
I hate when he's dribbling.
Catch and shoot, bro.
And especially in overtime. That one night was hard. I forget what game that was.
Oh, my God.
Come on, Joe. Come
Volleyball?
on. You got to box him out, bro.
Yeah, Joel's got the same case.
Look at the Turkish trigger.
He gets too complacent, like you said, settling on the J's and stuff.
Yo, Furkan Korkmaz, I tell my chat every game, he's the pump fake specialist, bro.
Yes, he is.
Every game, this man gets a foul on a pump fake.
Yeah, but his pump fake is mad ugly.
But it works every time. Every single game.
I know.
Wait, they didn't call that in shooting motion? Come on, bro.
But
Corky 3.
Oh. Yo, Cork's gonna take 15 threes tonight, isn't
Joel's mad.
Hey, yo, you see, I know you said this before too in a tweet, but DJ Eastwood has in his bio, I never said anything bad about Furkan.
That's funny. I see. I have to tell Furkan that he sucks. That's how I get him going.
Mm-hmm.
I just tell him you suck, bro.
Same with Broads. Whenever Broads goes off on Furkan the next game, he's balling. So shout out to Broads.
Oh man, I want to see Thibault take some shots too. I think
there you go. Look at that, Joel.
There you go. That's all you gotta do. They don't stand a chance, man. Yo, Matisse.
Oh my God, Moses. Is that his last name?
Nah, that's isn't that Baisley?
I was gonna say because the C parted like it was the Moses. Oh, look at this!
Let's go! Let's go!
He's scoring 20 plus. He's scoring 20 plus.
Yeah.
He's going to score like 28.
I don't think so,
man. It's that intermediate shot. It doesn't.
And he gets the block.
Yo, that dude Pogushevsky, he's a rookie. I don't know if you guys saw the other night. He tried to poster somebody. It was ridiculous.
That's it.
Ben going to the line. Pogushevsky almost postered somebody from the free throw line. He's lanky, bro.
Good, man. He's got
but was it it had to be a little guy?
It's crazy. He missed, he almost ended him.
He's got game.
He almost ended him, man. Shout out to my guy Seth coming in with a $5 donation. Says Steve didn't do anything. Joe was settling all night. He was cold, missing 3, shooting 3 seconds into the shot clock. Why is Dorkmaz running the offense row? Shaking my head. Seth comes in every night bringing the heat, man. He's funny. He has funny nicknames. I absolutely agree, bro. I just think Joe was off. I think he'll get his rhythm back. I have nothing to add to that.
I agree. Did you see what Joel did after the game? Like staying back, shooting some mid-range jump shots right around the elbow. And that just goes to show, like, listen, the dude knows that he was settling. The dude knows that even though he was settling, that's his bread and butter jump shot. Like the dude can make them in his sleep, but he was off. He's a human being. You know what I mean? I tweeted on Twitter, you know why the Sixers lost? Because Joel was finally human. You know what I mean? That's why the Sixers lost that game, is because Joel Embiid was finally human and he was off. But what did he do? He didn't like it. He went to work and he stayed after and he was shooting. And there was people at the Pelican Stadium chanting MVP because they respect the grind. They know the game. And, you know, that was an ugly 14 points. But, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's one out of what? 45 games?
Yep. It's crazy, man. I see people were hype about that. See, I just don't understand. Like, Ben can do that every time, bro.
Yep.
It can, like, I don't know how long I've been saying he has he has decent shot form. So, I mean, yeah, he's been great tonight. He's been very aggressive. I want him to keep it up. You gotta keep doing this, man. It can't take this long for you to wake up. Hopefully Doc went up to him and said, "Yo, Ben, wake up, bro.
That was
up."
my thing, man. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't take it too well the other night after the game when Doc was like, I don't care about Ben scoring. That's like the least of my worries. Like, I understand he's a facilitator, but I didn't like the way that came out. I don't know about you guys.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I agree.
Yeah, anytime you're going to just feed into the hype that he doesn't have to. I understand he's much more to the game of basketball than scoring, but he could be much more if he just continues to just improve, bro. Like, look, my guy Joel Embiid's out there shooting jump shots. Bro, what you got to do after the game in New Orleans? Join the leader of the team and shoot with him. First of all, somebody comment on my Twitter response saying that the game that everybody played, everybody should have been out there shooting jump shots. And I agree. But who's the one who took accountability? The leader, Joel Embiid. He said, I was bad. I'm going to stay back and shoot. Y'all hit the showers early. Ben should have been shooting. Simple. Everybody should have been shooting.
Man, it's that spot right there. If he can consistently hit that, I guess it's a mid-range, like floaters and stuff right there. That'll change everything.
Yeah, but we're not going to – I would hope that we see it again. I just don't feel like we will.
Yeah, we know how it is.
Here's a question for the chat and for you guys. How many minutes is Maxey going to get with this limited rotation, a limited starters playing? How many minutes you think Maxey going to get?
He'll get a little more than normal, in my opinion.
I'm higher on Maxey than most. Like, I get he's a rookie, but I like his skill set.
I agree. I just think that Doc doesn't run with young guys. That's just who his DNA is, or what his DNA is.
I like the lineups when it's like Shake and Maxey, when you have two ball handlers on the court.
Yeah.
Then Shake can kind of because sometimes I feel like it's only Shake with that bench unit and everybody's just standing and watching.
Yeah, Furkan letting it loose tonight.
Damn, dude.
A little off.
They're going to keep doubling Joe.
17-12. Sixers lead by 5. Just let everybody know. Ben got a chance to put a little. Look at that. Look at Ben on cleanup duty.
That's it, Ben?
Shout out to With God E coming in with a $5 donation. Says Ben finally woke up this game. Someone better keep telling him to stay this way. The team needs it. Toby and Green are out. He better be aggressive.
Yeah, but the thing is, he wakes up for this game. How many more games is he gonna sleep after though? It's like, bro, he woke up. We seen it. It's like, listen, it's not that we think he's trash. It's the exact opposite. It's that we see this and then it goes away. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I understand that he's a very unselfish player. Maybe it's to a fault, but after making mistake after mistake and after hearing the criticism, he tried to do that Kobe, but it didn't work. Real quick, shout out to Asia though for joining membership again. Guess she had a relapse on it, but it's all good. Much love, Asia.
Shout out to Asia. And again, shout out to With God E. And like Mike said, I agree, man. I got to see this for a stretch of games now. I have to see this for a continued stretch to. But again, let's see how he plays tonight. Let's see if he keeps getting to the rack, getting to the free throw line, and it's a good start so far. Even though we're only up 5, 19-14 in the first.
I don't even know who these players are, too. That's a sad point. 8 minutes for Maxey. Doc hates rookies for some reason. I mean, he's going to get more than 8 minutes tonight. He's going to get like 14.
Yeah, we are short 2 starters. I would definitely, yeah.
George Hill, though, when do you think he's going to play? Furkan again.
That's it.
Wow. All right, Corky. This man Korkmaz always lights it up when he's with the starters, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm trying to tell y'all something.
But then again, like he scores when it is when he's not handling the ball. Like if he's a catch and shoot guy, that's
you're right
it.
there with me, man. That's what I always say.
I hate when this guy has the ball in his hands, but any other time
for him, just spot up and shoot. That's all I need you to do.
Right.
Got Joel Embiid in the chat.
All right, Furkan, let us know, bro.
Let us know. Now.
He said we don't need anybody at the buyout deadline.
Yeah, right. Nah, but there's your boy.
Gosh.
Dude's so lanky, bro.
Furkan about to have high of the night.
Oh.
Curry contested 3 off.
All right.
Furkan is letting it loose.
Oh,
my God. How many threes does he have this game so far? I had to look. I'm going to you.
He's 2 for 6 from 3.
6 3-pointers, and it's only the first quarter himself. 6 don't even shoot 6 threes a game. A quarter, I mean. Shout out to Chris.
Timeout on the floor, Doc Rivers. 26-19, 3:30 left to go in the first. Sixers playing pretty decent ball so far. Got to keep it up, though.
Hey, everybody in the chat, give us your score predictions in the chat. It's early. You can go off what you see now, as RB already said. Give us your score predictions.
Yeah, we got to bang this one out, man. I don't want this to be close. I don't want another heart attack or another disappointment. But yeah, man, Korkmaz doing his thing right now. Again, I'm not trying to be negative, but I still don't believe in Korkmaz in the playoffs. I just don't.
So what do you think the rotation is going to look like in the playoffs?
It depends if we go with an 8 or 9, really. It's probably going to be the starters and George Hill, Shake Milton, and Dwight Howard, really.
Yeah.
And then, but here's the thing. What's it called? Matisse Thybulle, like, he's really a big question mark because I think if he's not shooting the ball, I think if Matisse doesn't hit 1 or 2 threes a game, I don't think Doc's going to play him at all until we get to the Brooklyn series. And I think he's just going to play him to disrupt Brooklyn. But then again, if he's not shooting, like, can you keep him on the floor? I don't know, because you got Dwight on the floor who can't shoot. You got Ben on the floor that can't shoot. You have some of these other guys that might not be in rhythm. So are you going to keep Thybulle now on the floor? Like, who can he run with? That's my thing.
And listen, I think it's easy to dissect if we do go 9-man rotation some series. I think if you're playing the Bucks, I think if you're playing the Heat, I think if you're playing a lot of different teams, you can pick your poison. Like, all right, this game we're gonna focus on defense. We're gonna go Matisse. This game we're gonna go with Furkan. But against the Nets, it's different because we're gonna need to try to match their offense. You need as much space and as much scoring, and Matisse doesn't fully give you that. But there's no way you can put Furkan on any of them guards, meaning James Harden or Kyrie, or he will be broken down. Yeah. So it's like, I think at that point, you got to sacrifice shooting and just say, we're going to beat you this way. We're going to play as best defense we can. We're going to hope our bench in limited time is better than your bench. And we hope that Joel Embiid averages 35. This is what you got to do.
Right.
Because I like LMA and Griffin, but they're not defensive stoppers down low.
Nah, they're not. Shout out to Seth coming with a $2 donation. Says, did y'all hear about Anthony Tolliver chip bound now? LOL. Yeah, I made a vid about him. Hopefully he could be better than Mike Scott. Probably not going to get playoff minutes, but I don't know, man. We need
Embiid.
Oh,
nice bucket by Joel. We need another like a power forward, man, off the bench. We need a stretch or something. Like,
isn't that? I thought that's what Anthony Tyler. Well,
that's what he is, but is he going to be able to perform? I mean, he hasn't played this year, so
he's got to be an upgrade over Mike Scott. I know that's not saying much, but
yep, Mike Scott in the game, Shake Milton, Embiid staying in, Korkmaz, Curry.
Oh,
nice
listen,
Shake.
Shake Milton got that nice Tony Parker type layup, like the low finger roll.
I like that.
It's nice. Hey, shout out to the people in the chat. It's 30-21 with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left of the first quarter.
Yo, this
Curry from Curry range, and that is good.
Oh,
nice bucket, man. Let it keep flying. It's just we got to be consistent with this shooting, man.
That's the make or break thing, I think, with the Sixers. Like, if they're not hitting shots, it's all Embiid in the post, man. Like,
well, that's what's good about the 7-game series. I think that. Oh, look at Tony Bradley looking at us hard with that bucket. He's like, y'all did this to me.
Oh man.
Yo, do you think Tony Bradley would rather ride the bench in the playoffs or get some minutes on a dumpster fire?
Man, I don't even know. I think he's trying to make a career for himself.
Yeah,
so he want to get as much minutes as he can.
Heck yeah. All right, Joel, give it up. Oh, he's taking it. Oh, okay.
He's too little, bro. Get him.
They're setting the double.
Kobe.
See, do they got to practice?
Yo, you know when you say Kobe, the ball goes in, right? Let's go.
Are you serious?
Hey, listen, my son does that. My son's 5 years old, and we got a little Fisher Price hoop back there. Oh, look at Kobe Bradley. Never mind.
Oof.
But yeah, he knows he's not allowed to shoot the ball without saying Kobe.
Awesome.
Tony Bradley revenge game.
Facts.
That's it, Kurt. Now swing it. Oh.
Look at Furkan. That's what you don't like when Furkan's the leader, right?
Mike Scott for 3.
Damn.
Oh,
See, Anthony Tolliver is going to hit that, isn't he?
There he goes.
Oh, boy.
RB had to say it. Look, he just gets in the game. He got a bucket. Now he's at the line.
He's going to get there, bro. He's
What number
definitely
is he?
going to get there.
Listen, instead of TB12, it's TB13. Let's go.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rob coming in with a $5 donation. Another great channel member. Rob, thank you for the support, bro. Really appreciate it. And he's also coming with another $5 donation. Rob, thank you for the 2 $5 super chats. Appreciate it a lot. Shout out to everybody in the chat, guys. 37-24, 1 minute to go in the first. We are live on 3 channels, a total of 230 up in the chat. Be sure to like and sub on everybody's channel. Just doing something a little bit different tonight in terms of a watch party type thing, talking about the Sixers. Keep giving us all your thoughts in the comments, man. How you feeling about this team, this game, long-term, different players? What do you guys think, man? Let us know in the chat. And shout out to all the channel members up on all the channels, man.
Exactly, because this is one of them games where it's like, we're missing a lot of starters, but you don't even know who these players are. These players are just trying to prove something. As RB said early, Furkan again with his 7 3-pointer of the first quarter.
Dude.
A lot of misses, though. A lot of misses.
I see. Here's the thing I don't get, bro. Like, I don't get why Doc run. Like, I'm a big fan of Doc, and I have been this year, but I don't get why he runs certain things that won't be used in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like, we will never see Mike Scott and Dwight Howard, and last night, Ben, Mike, and Dwight together in the playoffs. So why are we doing that now?
Right.
That's what pisses me off, man.
Especially when you close into 19 games. I think, I don't know, like I said, Mike Scott's that player who I think they're playing him to take some weight off these guys who are going to play 40-plus minutes in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But he's that guy who's like, well, let me get my minutes in now because as soon as playoffs come, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Not by his choosing. Doc won't let him touch.
Is.
If this dude steps foot in a playoff game, my expectations of Doc automatically go down a lot because everybody shrinks their roster. That's not me just saying this. I don't say it for no reason. Shake at the buzzer. No good.
Oh, Maxey. I didn't even know Maxey was in.
But
37 points first quarter. Finally woke up against the OKC Thunder. Let's see if we can keep it up, man. 37-25 end of the first. Shout out to everybody in the chat watching the game with us, chilling, giving us your thoughts. Shout out to Birds Nation 302 coming with a $5 donation. Another great channel member says, let's get this dub. I agree, and I have nothing to add. Let's get this dub. Let's stay healthy and get the heck out of here. That's all I want in this game.
Exactly. 37-25, as RB said, is the score. First quarter just ended, and that's what we got to do. Look, again, if we are in the third, like if we're fighting for second, third, fourth, a loss to the Pelicans like that doesn't matter. I mean, it matters because it's like, really, bruh? But at the end of the day, it's like you're gonna forget about that loss. You ain't gonna remember it. It's cool. You're gonna make it up. But I just think the home court advantage. I feel like I'm a broken record, but that's gonna pay dividends for the Sixers. With again, look at what we done with Joel Embiid or without. We're 5 losses at home to 12 losses on the road. It's a difference. We can use whatever we can get. And early Wells Fargo's game were crowdless. Now we got a little bit of people up in there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe we seen Steven up in there. You saw one of his intros before. He used to go crazy at the Wells Fargo.
I'm actually going to the one on the 30th, actually.
There you go. They get a dub.
Heck yeah.
I just saw something in the on Twitter here. I didn't notice, but Alex Rodriguez, former MLB player, is him and some other billionaire are going to be purchasing the Timberwolves. A-Rod. Come on, bro. What is A-Rod purchasing the Timber? First off, the Timberwolves are a poverty franchise. They need to sell that team and just get rid of it because
they watch Zach LaVine go off.
They watch Zach LaVine go off. They watch Jimmy Butler go off. They do nothing. They literally have talent and they never can do anything.
Exactly. Listen, if they would have somehow been able to keep Jimmy Buckets, if Zach LaVine develops into this type of 2-guard, high flying, step back shooting, and listen, Cat has been injured, but when he plays, Cat is nice. Like he's a top 4 center in the league. You know what I mean? So you have Jimmy Buckets, Cat, and LaVine. That's legit.
And Anthony Edwards is a stud, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of him.
But I mean, if they have them too, they probably don't get Anthony Edwards in the draft. They're not that low. But I still agree with you there, though.
I just think they need to. I mean, I don't know, man. They just need to sell everybody and just get. They need to go Sam Presti here and get 30 draft picks and hope that
they
can.
Maxey.
God, he's so cool. Damn.
Wait, Maxey still got to develop that steady jumper.
I think that Maxey was on a roll, and then when Furkan came back from injury, Doc just went right back to Furkan, and the young guys, Isaiah Joe too, because he was rolling too.
Yeah, but I agree. Listen, I'm all for the young people playing, but if this is legitly a championship or bust, you really can't trust. I'm not saying Furkan is much more trustworthy. But
I trust Isaiah Joe more than Furkan Korkmaz over a 10-game stretch.
Listen, Furkan made some big threes at the end of games, though, for us. Like, come on, Portland last year.
But you got to think about playoff impacts, bro. You know what I mean? Furkan is going to get absolutely suffocated in the playoffs. And I'm not just pinning on him. There are other players that's going to happen to as well.
So you think Isaiah Joe is such a better defender
than Korkmaz? Absolutely. Is he a better, more consistent shooter yet? Maybe not. Isaiah Joe is a 3-and-D guy.
Though. Like, Korkmaz is not. Oh my God, Dwight.
Oh.
Dwight Howard's absolutely nuts. Hold up. Before we continue that, shout out to Asia with the $2 donation. Says RIP DMX. Like we said yesterday, legend, icon. Rest in peace, man. And shout out to Seth coming with a $5 donation. Says, is Tolliver better than Scott? Want all your guys' takes on that. He's older than my grandma's trying to still play. Anything better than Mike Snot, though, LOL. I'll go first. I don't know, Seth, because he hasn't played in a year. Yeah, he hasn't played. I remember one game when he was with the Timberwolves years ago where he was balling out against us. But is he better than Mike Scott? I have no clue because he has not played this year. But I do like how it's only a 10-day contract. So if it's not, if it doesn't work, goodbye. But right now, anything might be better than Mike Scott. But I'll digress on that.
Everybody, a lot of people in the chat said, "Mike, stop defending Furkan." Listen, it's not about defending Furkan. It's the fact that, listen, I think Isaiah Joe could be a great player in this league, but it's a lot on his plate. And I think that Furkan in this game has proven that he can't be consistent with it. But I mean, he's still one of our better shooters when it comes to the bench unit. I mean, he's not consistent. I don't like, as RB said, when he's trying to go off Dwight Howard picks and he's trying to float it up and he's trying to cross people over because they got that really slow, high dribble crossover.
I just think that he would be better if, just strict catch and shoot. But he tries to do too much. And maybe that's not his fault all the time because of the lineups. But still, like, he cannot do that in a playoff series. He cannot, in my opinion.
Correct. I don't think you're going to see him much in there. I think he's going to be, if it extends to a 9-man rotation, it's going to be situational. It's going to be, listen, Furkan to me, and people, especially my chat, who's really coming at me, like, y'all know how I talk about Furkan. Like, stop playing with me. I hear y'all defending him more than me normally. My overall take is this: like, he's not good, but how many times at the end of games has he done something for us in the corner? If he's not stepping out of bounds, he's making it.
I agree. I want to get your guys' take on this too, because I know Seth wanted all of us. Scott for 3 off again. But here's what I was saying, guys, before we get your takes on that. Number 1, right? Ben, Dwight, and Mike Scott are on the floor together right now. How does that make any sense?
Yeah, that's a no from me.
Well, Mike Scott is supposed to be a stretch 4. It's not accurate.
Yeah, but
Maxey shoots a 3.
I mean, damn, he's got to hit that. That's the only way
to answer Seth. The answer Seth question. This guy has been all through the NBA. I talked to RB on the phone earlier today, and I told him a couple teams. He was like, "Yeah, I know. He's been on 15 teams." 15 Anybody who moved from 15 teams ain't a good player. But we can also say that about a guy like let's take it to the NFL. Ryan Fitzpatrick, not a good player, but he can get hot.
They're calling him Josh McCown of the NBA.
Yeah, somebody said that in my
Tyler. Yeah, the way he plays again. I think throughout the season, he can give you good minutes. He can give you better minutes than Mike Scott because he's longer and he got a 3-point shot. And Mike Scott 3-point shot is like when you play 2K and you just get hurt and it went down -12 VC. He went -12 already at 68. So he's in the 50s now. Can't do it. But I don't see him touching the playoff rotation as well as Shake throws an air ball.
Dude, what the?
I'm that's another thing, guys. I'm not as confident in Shake right now. To be honest,
I'll give you that.
It's not that I'm not confident in Shake. Is that will he be aggressive?
Oh,
will he be aggressive? But
fast Maxey is, man. I'm glad they didn't trade him. He might get like real big minutes next season. I have a feeling. Maybe. Shout out to With God E coming with a $5 donation. He says, "Are you guys watching this Lakers and Nets game, bro? The Nets team can't defend for anything. They can't cakewalk through the Sixers or Bucks to the finals. What'd you guys take on that?"
I haven't seen it. I'm going to rewatch it because that was a game that, if I wasn't doing this with you guys, and again, I was going to stream on my channel regular OBS like me and RB do, but I was low key really interested in that game. Like, if somehow I could have found myself on the injury report as well, I was going to low key watch the Lakers game on the couch. I would have tuned in to what Joel Embiid and the Sixers were doing. I want to see what the Nets do because KD came out his first game back and he was perfect in limited minutes.
Yeah, my response to it
back of the Nets too.
Yeah, my response to this would be, I don't think they're gonna cakewalk either, but it all depends on the version that we get of the Sixers. Like, again, like this recent stretch that I've seen is just not good enough, but I still believe in the team. I still think we can heat up and everybody's got to connect. But I agree with God. My thing is that when they send the doubles, when they send triples at Joel, who else is going to step up and get their bucket? I'm hoping that Toby is consistent in the playoffs, right? I'm hoping that Ben Simmons wakes up in the playoffs. I'm hoping that Seth Curry can hit an open shot. But if not, then what do we do? You know, no, nobody on the Nets, nobody at all can stop Joel Embiid. But it's when they send the doubles and he can't do anything. What do you do? That's my take on it.
Yeah,
I'm right there with you.
I agree. And again, you know, Ben Simmons leads the league in transition buckets, fast break dunks. That slows down in the playoffs, like you said, man.
Mm-hmm.
Dwight Howard, Ben Simmons on the court together. Again, even Dwight Howard, who's been an energy guy, Matisse for a jump shot, no good. His minutes are going to go from 18 to like 11, I think, in the playoffs.
Yeah, a lot of them are. And one thing I want to say right now is, you know, wow, nice block.
Now he's trying to do that old school Shaq. He just threw a backcourt violation.
Dwight, he does this every game.
What are you doing, Dwight?
Dwight awareness is at like level 28.
I never seen a man look 37 and 20 at the same time, dude.
Hey, I was in the basketball game one day, like when I was in high school, and somebody threw me that exact pass. I tried to jump catch it just to catch the ball in the air and get over cross court, but it didn't work.
Get your
and I almost hurt my ankle doing that. It was a backup to the backup playing with us. We were winning by a lot, but I didn't want to catch the backcourt pass. It looked stupid.
Unbelievable, man. One thing I want to say, guys, is right now, this time,
jumper.
Jumper. Oh,
Oh my God.
Oh, what the hell is going on right now? Benjamin. You could do this against the Thunder, but you can't do it against anybody else, Ben. Come on, man.
Hey, as Eastwood said something like that in one of his videos. He's like,
yo,
like
hold up, though. Look at the
That's all I'm asking for. That's all I want, Benjamin.
Did you see? Listen, he saw 4 feet of space. He didn't flinch. He just pulled up. I know RB's going to Twitter's.
That's where I'm going, bro, because I'm tired of telling everybody, Ben doesn't. No, these are the ones that really get me, guys. These are the ones that get me. Oh, you want Ben to shoot so he can shoot 20%? No, he can shoot the ball. Yeah. He can shoot. Any person that's played basketball can shoot. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking for. Come on. I mean, it's not that hard.
Yeah, that's wild.
That type of elbow shot can take us to the finals. I mean, I should have went with my gut instinct from last year. I kept saying Ben needs a shot, some type of shot for us to go all the way. I just got to stick with my gut, man.
That's what I mean. I tried to convince myself. I was like, well, you know, this team's good and whatever. Maybe we can just win without it. But
see, I came off the jump shot like, listen, as you guys all know, and I mean, I put this in the video. Like, look. Before the All-Star game, he had 11 games where he shot the ball more than 10 times. Just shoot the ball more than 10 times. And when I say shoot, I really mean layup. He did it 10 out of 11 games, and he averaged 15 to 20 points per game. Then he comes out the second 11, and he's shooting the ball 10 or less times, 5 or 6 times out of them same 11, and he averages poo-poo numbers. So it's like, but that was, he caught he didn't think about it. That's the thing. He just let it rip.
That is literally all we need, bro. That is all we need right there.
That's wild.
Shout out to Seth with the $2 donation. Says Mighty Joe Young is light years above Korkmaz on defense. I agree. I think he's way ahead of him, and I think he's going to be a good depth piece in the future. But I see the chat going crazy. I mean, this is what we've all been waiting for. I remember at the beginning of this season, it was if Ben gets a jump shot, he's going to be the best player, that we've seen in a long time. Then we were like, all right, like you said, Mike, we got to settle. We got to settle for just let's get back to being aggressive. Now he comes out like, you see, I just don't get it, bro. He's confusing.
Hey, Marky. Go. I'll wait till you pull it up and say it.
Shout out to Marky coming in with a $10 donation. Another great channel member. Shout out to Marky, man. He says, let's go, Benjamin. My man was in a slump, and he's working his way back.
I'll give you the slump because he's normally not a turnover machine. like that. But slump to me is missing.
Yes.
Shooting
Yes.
and missing. And when I say shooting, I don't actually mean shooting.
Right,
I mean
his
field
layups,
goals
man.
attempt that don't go in the basket. But he's not shooting. Again, he has every single basketball game that Ben Simmons puts shorts on and comes out to the court. He should shoot the ball. The ball should leave his hand to the basket more than 10 times.
Yep.
10 field goal attempts is what you give a backup player. Where if he shoots the ball more than 10 times, I'm going to live and die with the results. I'll live and die with the results. Good, bad, ugly, sad. But when he has 6 shot attempts, 8 shot attempts,
Right.
5 shot attempts,
he's got 7
9
with
shot
7
attempts.
minutes in the second quarter.
That's all
That's
I
how many
want.
he had last night, I think.
The jump shot was nice, but if he shoots the ball 12, 14, 10, 16, 13, 19, 12, I'm going to live with that. Good, bad, ugly, sad. Then I say he's in a slump. Get out of it. He's in his head. To me.
Yeah. Again, guys, we believe in Ben. Like, we like Ben. We at the end of the day, we're trying to win a championship.
Look at
Him
Ben's
being
looking for
aggressive-
the ball. Look, they passed the ball to Joel Embiid, and Ben Simmons almost stole it from Joel Embiid. You see, he wants the ball.
I like
agree.
what they're doing though. It looks like Doc's trying to like get them some 2-man stuff going.
This is a
and he
great
has
practice game. Look, Furkan is bricking, and we're up by 10. It's an easy game. This is when Ben Simmons needs to get as many jump shot reps as he can get.
Heck yeah.
Let me tell you guys something, man. Ben Simmons, again, we like Ben. At the end of the day, we're trying to win a championship. That's the end goal of this. And Ben being optimized helps us do that. Helps us. It might be the deciding factor. That's why we're so hard on a guy like Ben, because we know the talent's there. If we were a bad team, if he didn't have the potential, if we didn't see it before, we would say, okay, it is what it is. But Ben can be that player. And it like, I have to now see this for the rest of the regular season. Like, I can't just see one night against the Thunder and now say it's all right. Like, it doesn't make sense how he can wake up like this unless Doc ripped him behind closed doors, which he may have, because it has been pitiful lately.
Mm-hmm.
It's been pitiful, but this is what we've been asking for. It's all we've been asking for.
Yeah. And again, the jump shot is just the icing on the cake. I'm more of, and I will live or die with the results as long as he is putting it in. A slump is somebody who's doing their job, just not that good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And his job is to shoot the ball 10 times.
Right. A slump is when you're playing the same game, but you're not efficient.
Right.
Correct.
But when you change your game up, it's just, I mean, I don't know. It's crazy, man.
It's mentality with Ben.
Yeah. And listen, hey, shout out to Ben Simmons this game. How many points he got?
He got 12.
Great defense, man. Simmons, 12 points.
I told you he's cracking 20 this game.
I'm still going with 18. Just because I'm not touching.
You bumped it up from 16 now. You bumped it up
Yeah,
too.
yo, hit him
Wait,
again, Ben.
I was that. Oh yeah, all right. We'll stick with 16.
Oh, good
No,
shot.
listen. There's no way he gets only 4 more points with 5 minutes left.
I'm
in the
sticking with it
second.
until it gets broken. But
All
yo,
right, man.
shout out to With God E coming with another $5 donation. Thanks so much. Says, can we appreciate Thibault? Kid has 3 steals already. Damn, I appreciate Thibault so much, man. And that is one dude I will not trade, bro. I mean, his impact isn't always felt on the stat sheet, but he is there every night. And I keep telling people, man, he's going to be huge in a series against the Nets, but he's going to have to at least knock down a 3 or 2. He's going to at least, but he has been taking shots. He's been even taking little reverse layups. Like, he's athletic. Like,
He's attacking.
Right. That's
he's
all we
sneaky
need.
athletic, man. He really is. Like when he gets up for dunks.
Right.
And
And he's the best young defender I've ever seen. Like, he's going to be huge.
He's in the category as one of the top level defenders, young or old in the game. But yo, shout out to With God E, because like I said, you see him. Listen, if Matisse can get a C+ offensive game, oh my goodness, just a C+. C+.
He's going to be in the future when Danny leaves. He's going to be that guy we could plug in at the 2.
Yeah, for the people in the chat, 52-38 is the score. And shout out to both our guys, Drummer Boy. He said, didn't Steven and somebody else ripped Ben Simmons on Twitter the other day.
Yeah, I did. That's my thing. Hey, man, hold players accountable.
There you go. See, the worst thing I said about Ben Simmons is that why don't you shoot the ball more? And I always say shoot, and people say, well, he don't shoot. Okay, let me be more specific. Lay it up, hook shot it, float it. Right? Just get field goal attempts.
Yeah.
Let's go. Tony Bradley with 6 points.
My thing with Ben is that his shot it looks good. You want to post all these videos, it looks good, Ben. Just let it fly, bro.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I've stuck with Ben pretty long this season, but we need this now. We're getting into that home stretch. We got to be ready to rock. We have to be ready to rock for the playoffs. So
look at this game. The way this game played the whole way, it was as we came in as a watch party, we knew we were just going to just relax and watch it. But it's been one of them games where it's like everybody can get some shots they don't normally get. We're still got that double-digit lead. It's just been like a lean with it, rock with it type game. Just
I agree. Let me ask you guys this because I see a lot of people in the chat. And again, shout out to everyone on all three channels. We got 260 up in here. Nice pass inside to Joel. We got 260 up in here. Shout out to everybody. Give us your thoughts right now down in the chat. And I want to hear from these two because I'm seeing about half and half right now, to be honest. By the way, Joel with 16-5. But I'm seeing some people say, stop letting Ben fool you. This is one game, and he's going to revert back and not shoot at all. And then I have other people here saying, oh, my gosh, Ben woke up. The Sixers are going to be, are just on fire now. Like, what do you guys expect this, night in, night out? Like, what do you think? What's your honest take on it?
I want to expect it, but we've seen this in his 4-year career, where it's back and forth.
This is what I'm going to say. Matisse for 3. Bang!
There you go.
But that's not what I'm going to say. But what I'm going to say is this, is Ben Simmons, I'm going to treat it like Zion's game last night. Shoot more than 10 field goal attempts.
Yep.
And he'll look like Zion, who scored all his buckets in the paint. And if he gets a once in a while fadeaway jump shot or elbow jumper, that's just icing on the cake. I want him to shoot, but I'm not going to let a three-pointer. I'm not going to let a jump shot fool me. So I'm more with the people who say one jumper is nothing. Now, if he shoots 2 or 3 more jumpers this game, it's different. But I just want Ben Simmons to realize he has to have that little notebook in his pocket. Well, I got 6 shots. I need 4 more before the end of the game.
Here we go.
And if he shoots the ball more, good things will happen.
Oh, my God, dude.
I might go back and clip what Mike just said a few seconds ago about how, literally Zion, nobody can stop him going to the rim. So why does he have to shoot jump shots? So he goes to the rim 20 times a game.
He had 37 last night without pretty much a jump shot. So
and listen, I said it in my stream, and I saw RB say it on Twitter. I can't wait to see how Zion attacks the rim with Joel and Ben Simmons there. He did it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, shout out to him, man.
He's a grown man.
He really is, yo.
He's a grown man.
He really is. And again, guys, I don't want to overhype this too much because, most of these guys I don't even know on the Thunder, to be honest. But shout out to Marky. I'll let Steven take this one.
Oh, man. Duck what, man? I said what I had to say. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. I made a point the other day, and I'm not surprised Twitter took it the wrong way. A video clip was tweeted out of Ben literally just driving and kicking out to, it might have been Curry or Green for a wide open 3 in the corner. And it was something about oh man, haters won't give him credit for this. I'm and I tried saying, I'm dude, every basketball player that's ever lived makes this play. Heck, I was at the park the other day and it's the first play. When the ball was in my hands, I drove and kicked it out to the guy for the corner. It wasn't me boasting about my skills. It's just dude.
Oh, I did.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did see that one.
Embiid.
So, of course, instead of it being a debate about Ben Simmons when he was struggling, it turned into who's this clown on Twitter acting like he's some all-star basketball player?
Now, look, again, I think And listen, I went back and rewatched our stream a little bit. All four of when it was me, you, DJ, and Brock. And I commented on listen, and I got mad love for Brock. You know what I mean? We don't beef or nothing like that. But he put up a video about Zion. He was giving Zion props. And I just comment like, see, and that's all I want is if Zion can go at Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons like that. He shot the ball 28 times, and only one of them was a jump shot. So he had 27 layups. He made 15. I don't need Ben Simmons to have 27 layups because Ben Simmons is a way better facilitator than Zion. But what I will say is this. If Ben gives you a consistent 15 field goal attempts, he won't average less than 17 a game while doing everything else. And again, I'm not going to be mad when there's a game where he slips up and doesn't get that 15 field goal attempts because maybe we're winning by a lot. Maybe he gets pulled. Maybe it's a blowout. But at the end of the day, there's times where Ben games fits perfect. And that's why I said this on my last video too. And people were like, wow, now you're a Ben supporter. I said, no, Ben Simmons fits this team because you got Tobias doing grown man buckets. You got Embiid doing everything. You got Green and Seth making jumpers and 3-pointers. So Ben plays his role. But it's when the role is switched, meaning Curry can't buy a bucket. Green can't buy a bucket. Joel's not there. Tobias is off. We still got to look at you, Ben, like, yeah, you've been super unselfish, but now go ahead and be selfish.
Yeah,
Can you be selfish one game? That's it. So there's going to be a game where I'm like, Ben Simmons' 14 points was clutch this game because the way the game played. But there's some times where his same 14 points was like, dang, Ben, it's eye test, you know, and all that other stuff too. So you can't just watch box scores.
Yeah. 2 minutes to go, guys. 61-47. Sixers lead it by 14. 2 minutes in the first half. Shout out to Seth coming with a $5 donation. Says, Ben's never going to take more than 4 jump shots a game. Just not in his blood. No heart or confidence. Brett Clown ruined Benjamin. All bad. I hope he does, man. I hope he does because, again, like I pride myself on believing in Ben, knowing that he can be a generational talent in Philadelphia. I know he can help us win multiple championships, but he just has to play his best, and everybody does. I mean, what I've been saying is like it's really going to come down to this playoffs because the last 2 times we saw Ben in the playoffs, he got walled off and it took him out of the game. So what else is going to happen? For example, off ball, other stuff like that, to help Ben get in his stride so that we can win these playoff games. It's this playoffs is going to tell a lot about.
Yeah, listen, if we get some type of shocker in the playoffs where we just get like, I don't even want to speak it to existence, so I'm not going to, but y'all know where I was about to go with that sentence. There's going to be some crazy accountability needing to be talked about, whether it's Doc, whether it's Joe, whether it's Ben, whether it's Tobias. Things are going to need to be said if we go totally off course. I do not believe that's going to happen, though. I believe they're going to get their stuff together. I think that, again, Ben Simmons in the role can complement Joel, Seth, Danny, and grown man busy Bias. I don't call him Tobias. Last night he was free time Bias because he wasn't busy. But when he's getting busy, it's busy Bias. But real quick, shout out to my guy Lewis, who's in the chat. He said, hopefully the starters all play on Monday because he's going to the game. There shouldn't be a reason why. Danny Green and Tobias don't look to be injured. It's more like a night off. Joel Embiid, it's not a back-to-back, so you should be able to enjoy the game at the Wells Fargo and watch it. Take some pictures, bro. Send it to me on Twitter.
Yes, sir. Should be a nice environment. Here's this dude, Baisley, again.
Oh, Curry got steal.
Theo Maladon.
I can't even say these guys' names. I won't even attempt it.
Playoff thing. Like my biggest concern this whole season, and like I get Joel's our best player, but I don't want it to be a situation.
Ooh, look at that!
Like, oh
wow,
what so a move. Nimble.
What a move, bro!
He goes up strong, right? Then he turns to this little guard, and he's moving.
He's an all-time great, man. I just don't want it to be a situation where like we feel like Joel's got to drop 40 every night for us to like be that team. Like I need this. Everybody on that team's got to do their part. Like
nah. I think we're
10
gonna
points need to be like 15 plus points per game. That's what it's got to be.
Yeah.
yeah. In the series, you're gonna need to see Danny Green come out with one of them once in a while 20-point games. Curry with a once in a while 20. I think Busy Bias is gonna be able to stay consistent with that 20. Then you're gonna need to see a couple games where Shea goes off. The unknown of George Hill takes place somewhere somehow, and then of course Embiid and Simmons do what they do best.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Shout out to Max, the Brett Brown hater, for joining the Fire Take Nation. Used to be a channel member of mine. Rejoining. Shout out to Max. Can't give you the warm welcome. Don't have the sound effects, but we'll definitely do it on the next play-by-play.
You could simulate it.
Yeah, okay. I could try, but I'm actually enjoying this. Like, I'm usually my voice gets rough after a 3-hour play-by-play. I'm liking it, man.
Bro, it's rough, right?
Yeah, I'm enjoying this right now, just watching the game, and even though this is a bum team we're playing against, but
the biggest again though, I know everybody, the whole chat was going off, / we were all talking about it when he just fluently pulled that jump shot.
Yeah, if you guys are just tuning in, man, two elbow jump shots essentially for Ben Simmons, nonchalantly going in, was being aggressive. He's got 12 points, 5 for 7 from the field.
Oh my,
nice pass there. Joel, 21 points, 7 for 10. No Toby, no Danny Green. Korkmaz with 10. We're doing our thing right now, but we're gonna have to keep this up in the second half, no doubt about it. I've seen way too many where we kind of take the foot off the gas pedal a little bit.
Oh yeah, we stay taking the foot off the gas pedal.
And I really don't want this to be a close game.
Oh my God!
Oh,
What
a save by Korkmaz on the end of it, too.
Yeah, so get off my guy, Furky.
Wow.
I just get it. You call him Kirky. I'm calling him Furky.
Yeah.
Like, what is this wrong with this guy?
This man, Charles Barkley, butchered his name so bad the one night. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Dude, what a block by Joel, though.
Yeah, Joel said, I don't care if you're a no-name player. Get out of my
All right, Curry. Damn.
8 seconds to go in the first half. Time for one. Here's Baisley again.
He's cooking.
3. Oh my gosh. Is that Maladin?
So small, man.
Theo Maladin at the buzzer, 13-point game at half. 66-53.
Who got the high for the Thunder?
I'm going to say Baisley. Yeah, he's got 12.
Yeah, he got 12. Yo, look at their bench, though. They got 2 guys with 8, one of them being Bradley.
Wait till the GOAT comes in, bro. Mike Muscala.
Oh my goodness. He should get some play just because their team is destroyed and it's against the Sixers.
He got his minutes taken by Tony Bradley.
He's like, damn these ex-Sixers.
Dude, what the heck? 8 and 7 off the bench.
Shout out to all 240 in the chat, guys. Live on 3 channels. Hit the like and sub on each one. Show us some love, man. A little bit different tonight. Just doing a watch party type stream, reactions, talking Sixers stuff. Just because this game isn't. Well, we thought this game wasn't going to have really anything to it. First half, we have a couple Ben jump shots. We have Embiid going off with 21 points at half. This is how it needs to shape up, man. This is how it needs to shape up in the playoffs. But you add, say 14 from Tobias at halftime. I'm happy if he was in, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Hey, so one of my guys on my channel said, yo, Mike, ask this to the group. How long are you willing for the process to be a thing without an NBA chip? And do you think it's just a marketing thing for the Sixers? Like, how long are you waiting? Like, if it doesn't happen this year, which I don't want to even speak that to existence, we all know Joel Embiid is in his prime, and anybody with that height and weight and the history has, I think his window is like tailored to like 4 really good ones, maybe, you know what I mean? And still being that dude, but like a little bit off. Like Shaq played really good with the D Wade era at the end, but Shaq was never a guy who was injured. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So where does that go? And also, again, don't forget, moving Al Horford wasn't solely for Danny Green. It was because we open up so much cap space. So I don't know where we're exactly going to sit, but the reason we couldn't make no moves, like we got Seth Curry in the trade for Jay Richardson, we got Danny Green pretty much as a 15-year 1-year deal to get that big 28-30+ million dollar contract times a couple years off. So I think we're going to be able to make moves. I don't know who's open in the free agency this year. I don't know if it's big names, medium names, but I'm thinking Daryl Morey, as RB loves to say, this man won't sit still. And if he sat still as much as he did in the trade deadline and the buyout, he owes us one. I mean, he owes us one.
Well, I will say that, this free agency is going to have some big names to it, and I definitely could see some other guys being, on the trade block as well. I'm a little confused as to why Daryl didn't do more. Maybe the right moves weren't there. I don't know, but obviously we know at this point that he wanted James Harden. That didn't happen, whether it's because they have, he doesn't have the relationship with Tillman Fertitta, whether it's just because, he just didn't want it or he couldn't get it done or whatever. That was the big one that he struck out on. But in terms of Kyle Lowry, I feel like there was I don't know if it was as close as we ever thought. Like, I think they were just asking for an absurd amount, and it was just, I don't know. I just
was like, "Do you know who I am? You ain't fleecing me, bro. Stop playing with me."
Yeah. Well, they can sign Lowry in free agency. That'd be a nice pickup. Then even give anything up for him, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You would just have to make the contract work. I don't think Danny Green comes back.
No. Probably not.
If they win a title, he probably retires.
Hey, real quick, Pope Platinum Beats said Wet Simmons is born. Let's go. Oh man, that's crazy. But that's wild.
Let's see.
The Thunder has a chance to turn their franchise around with trading picks to get some people and or making moves, but they're not going to be in the market for free agents for their picks because you don't go to free agent round until you already have that guy. If you have a superstar, you get superstars to play with them. That's the new era motto. You got one guy, you want a big two, trying to get your way to a big three. If you're the Nets, you try to get a big five. If you're talking about old school names and Blake Griffin and LMA, but it is what it is. Superhero saying he thinks it could be 6 to 7 years if fully healthy with no major injuries because his game doesn't overly rely on athleticism at Philly Mike. Yeah, listen. Yes, Joel Embiid got the jump shot. Guys who can shoot, that extends your career. But your main point was no major injuries. The dude came into the league with a major injury. So if he can keep his diet right and keep grinding, yeah. But, I mean, this year was already a scare. Thank God. Again, I think the conditioning played a big part in why that thing we saw a couple weeks ago, a month ago, wasn't the end of the Sixers season. Do you agree, RB?
No. Wait, say that again?
That the conditioning that Joel Embiid got this year was part of the reason why that injury that happened was as little as it was. If this was Brett Brown coaching him, if this was Chick-fil-A Sixers team, if this was Chick-fil-A chilling Sixers team, that injury goes a different way.
Yeah, I agree. I heard you wrong, but yeah, I mean, Joel's has been.
He straight looked at me and said no.
I didn't hear you right, but I agree because, I mean, Joel's has been different this year. Like, even he said when he went down, he was like, I thought it was over. Like, I thought the season was done, and usually it has been done. Yeah. But he came back from it. That's why I feel like this season is different. I feel like it's different. Always says Kyrie ejected from the game.
He about to take another sabbatical.
Let me see if this is legit.
The one thing that I do think goes in the Sixers' favor against the Nets is like the Nets don't have any like experience playing with each other. Like I feel like Harden's usually in the lineup, but like KD's been out, Kyrie will be out. They got all these new guys. Steve Nash is a rookie head coach too. That's something that kind of favors us too.
Hey, Steven, I was saying the same thing, but listen, I don't really like to listen to Chris Broussard like that, but he was speaking to Kerry Kittles. Remember Kerry Kittles? He's the reason why we all try to wear our socks up high and stuff on the basketball court back in the day. Thought we looked cool with the high socks. But Kerry Kittles made a good point in the sense that back in the day, they ran like legit sets. Like they legitly try to say, this is what we do in the system. We're going to try to mold players to do something that they might not be used to. But what is today's game? Two-man game, pick and roll, spread the floor. There's not centers who need a play to get the ball in their hands to dunk. Now you got Joel Embiid and Kitty Cat and Jokic who can shoot threes and facilitate. You know what I mean? I didn't mean to call him Kitty Cat, but the center game is different. The game is different. So now when you're just running a two-man game, you see the Sixers, they got double screens, triple screens, two-man game, pick and roll. When you're just playing pick and roll and two-man game, you can pick that up in the backyard. Let's get it. I'm going back door. You go overboard. This, down the third. So the game changed. It's more about we're going to run the same set as you. We just got more skills. We're going to do it better. And so Kerry Kittles made that point, and I was like, yo, that's true. Like, it's not about like we have to the Dikembe Mutombo. If we want to get him involved, we got to get him certain things. It's like, bro, let these guys go to work in the same game that everybody's playing, just a little bit different. They might have a different backdoor, a double screen, and they're all doing the same thing nowadays. You know what I mean? And that's where the skill comes in. That is different. Back in the day, it was more like football on a basketball court. You had your tough guys and you had your skill guys. Now everybody got skills. Even players who are bums can come in and shoot crazy rainbow threes. You know what I mean? Like centers shoot threes nowadays.
My thing about the Nets is like, I just want to see them play together because they've only played 7 games, the 3 of them together. And again, I've seen all 3 of them implode in a playoff series with their selective teams before. Like, we could get into a first round playoff series. So-and-so is not getting this many shots. And that's all I'm saying. Like, of course, they're going to be the favorite. Of course, they're going to have the most talent. Like Steven said, rookie head coach. By the way, they got Mike D'Antoni on the bench. That would be pretty funny if Doc ends up going up against Mike D'Antoni, the guy that we bailed on for the guy we hired. But I just want to see them together, and I think it depends on the Sixers, really. Are we going to hit the shots? Or are we going to step up and be aggressive? That's really what it comes down to for me, because our defense can stop anybody. I know that.
RB, I'll give you that. Like, I think that is more of a situation that I can see happen. I think they can implode. I don't think that the chemistry together won't be good. I just think that they can do foolish things that make their game look off, and then the attitude comes. I will say this though. I think Joel Embiid and Tobias are going to give you what they give you. I just want to know what the shooters are going to do and what your boy Ben Simmons is going to do.
That's what it comes down to for me, honestly.
And you would put him on KD or Harden? I want to answer that.
People were debating me with this the other night. They were like, yeah, let's put Toby on KD. First off, get the hell out of here, bro. I'm not putting Tobias on. There is nobody else on this team that is guarding KD except Ben Simmons, all right? Thibault, I would put him on KD, but he's too young, too inexperienced, not doing it. KD can light up on anybody.
A little height difference too. Like
big height difference. Ben's got to guard KD. Thibault, in my opinion, is on Harden. Thibault's on Harden for as much as we can play him. Now, if he's not in the game, then I put Toby on Harden and I put Danny Green on Kyrie. I don't trust Danny Green on James Harden, but I'll trust him on Kyrie.
Interesting. So if Matisse ain't in the game, though, let's say Matisse ain't in the game, what do you do there? And say George Hill is. Who do you prefer George Hill to guard? Do you think he can guard the smaller Kyrie, because Kyrie handles are just.
That's a good. I tell you what, man. I feel like in a Nets series, like if everything pans out with George Hill, I might have to start George Hill over Curry, dude, because Curry's gonna get.
I've been saying this forever, bro. George Hill's got to start, bro, and Curry's got to come off the bench where he's natural.
And I think he will fit with Shake better than George Hill fits with Shake.
Yeah.
I think both would fit well, and you can mix and match. But we know George Hill's going to be the one finishing games. It's not going to be Seth Curry. It's going to be George Hill in there.
I mean, LeBron trusted him. He passed him the ball the end of the game.
It's not the experience.
Oh, man, it gets brought up every time.
I think it's who do you put on James Harden if they're on the floor together? You know what I mean?
So
like
I agree with what you said about putting, because Ben's the only guy I honestly feel comfortable putting on KD, but I wonder. I feel like Harden's like the point guard of that team, so I kind of want to put Ben on him just to disrupt. Like, if you can disrupt the guy running the show, it makes it hard to get KD the ball, you know. And then like Kyrie, I think Kyrie can get flustered anyway.
But who are you putting on KD then?
Well, with the
I can't put the
starters-
bias on KD. I cannot leave him on him.
Especially when he goes to the 3-point line. Just
anywhere, bro. KD is literally electric, bro. He
Right.
does
I
like
know.
he is.
I know.
yeah.
You got to take.
I agree. You got to let Ben take that island and live or die with the results.
Here's my philosophy. If you want to put Ben on Harden, fine. But guess what? Harden better not score more than 12 points in the game. Take him out completely. Let KD go for 40. Take Harden out completely and try to neutralize Kyrie.
But don't you think Harden is? Listen, it's a very small sample size. But when they did all three play on the court together, Harden tried to take that facilitating role.
That's what I mean.
Shot
He's
less
like the guy,
than KD and Kyrie. When they were on the floor together, surprisingly or not, it was Kyrie shot the most shots, KD shot the second most, and Harden shot the third most, meaning Harden is really taking that facilitating role. And I don't need Ben Simmons to guard Harden just so he can pass it away, maybe even pass more. So I do agree, although Tobias it's hard for Tobias to play a smaller guard because, I mean, you see his offensive game, grown man, post up, little shimmy. He's not trying to run with these guards, but I think if Harden takes that facilitator role, KD can rise up, get to the rim. He got that 7-foot arc shot. Like, you need Ben to put a hand in his face and bother him because Ben gets a little chippy with his defenders, you know, a little rub-a-dub-dub. You know, he gets in their head, and Tobias won't do that. So I think you need to get him out of the game.
It's going to be hard, man. And then you still got guys like Joe Harris. So
yeah, who's wet. He got that woj, as DJ would say. But yo, shout out to everybody in the chat. They're saying the Lakers are whooping up on the Nets.
Yeah, they said they're up by 17. So
let's go. LeBron's getting the last laugh on the bench. Like,
wait, how much are the Lakers out?
17, they said.
Oh, let's go, baby. I think we're gonna be back in first, right?
Yes. Well, we'll be half a game out, right?
Half a game.
I don't even know. I know it's just been back and forth, but I would love that 1 seed, to be honest.
I told you guys we lost 5 games at home, 12 on the road. That's a big difference.
Well, because it looks like Boston's the 7th seed. I saw. Like, look, we can beat them, right? We swept
Boston.
them
Don't matter, man. I would love to sweep them in the first round just for fun.
I would. Absolutely.
Boston stinks, bro. They're terrible.
Yeah, that's an imploding locker room.
Yeah. Shout out to Seth coming with a $5 donation. Appreciate it. Seth says, I agree, RB. Mathief on Harden, Ben on KD, Danny Moneybags on Kyrie. Only thing I see working. I wouldn't mind that right there. Danny Money is my nickname for Danny Green now. Money is green. Danny shot is money. You get the rest of it.
Yeah, I'd be calling him Green Light.
He's honestly turned into one of my favorite Sixers, to be honest.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, what did I listen on that Brock DJ me you stream? I said when everybody was talking about moving Danny Green for Kyle Lowry, I said, listen, y'all might not like this, and I know a lot of hate goes to Danny Green about building brick houses and stuff. You know, certain games he's inconsistent, but listen, I told you guys on that stream, go back and check it. Like, I wouldn't put Danny Green in a trade just because of the veteranship, the defense, and you're going to be streaky at this point of his age. But out of a 7-game series, he's not going to have 4 bad games. Let him have a bad game. Next game, he comes back with 4 out of 8 threes or 4 out of 7 threes. So I've been on the Danny Green supporter train. I never said that he's, oh my God, do or die, desperate. We need him. But I think he's a important piece to what Joel Embiid can do. He garners respect in that corner.
He's the definition of like taking time to adapt in the Doc system and finally understanding it. Like, you could just see he knows his role now, and he just knows how to fulfill that role.
Him and Ben have such good chemistry too. Ben always knows like his spots and when he
Yeah,
wants
see,
the
Joel
ball and
Embiid
everything.
tried to learn the spot. Last game, he threw it to the corner, and Danny Green wasn't there.
That boy Korkmaz. Let's go, Ben.
Let's go.
Use it, man.
Look at Curry. Nice shot, man.
See, and that's what Curry can offer you in the second unit. He's a guy who don't need to catch and shoot.
Right.
He can get a bucket on his own. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to my guy Max. This is the first time I really disagree with you. Matisse should be on Kyrie. He's had good success guarding Kyrie. Harden draws fouls as well as Embiid, and Matisse has foul trouble. That is a good point, but let me ask you then, Max, then who are you putting on James Harden?
Danny Green.
I just
especially,
can't do that.
Listen, especially if we both agree that James Harden is going to be the facilitator out of them.
Yeah.
Right, but that's the thing though. When he realizes he's got slow Danny Green on him, he's blowing by him.
But here's the thing though. He starts shooting more, Kyrie gets mad. There goes their chemistry.
There you go. So I figured it out.
Hey, RB, you're the one who said they're going to implode. So let James Harden start ball hogging.
Because,
Kyrie will just leave in the middle of a game.
You can't tell. Let me just say this: if you've ever played team sports, if you've ever played local sports with your friends, and you play with the same friends over and over, it takes time to after a little while, where guys are going to be. Like you guys have that feel with each other.
Oh my God!
Wow!
Factory!
Wow!
Look at Joe's face, loving it. Ben's like, "Do y'all love me now?"
Ben to Joe for the oop.
Let's go!
Wow! Sixers up 15, 70-55, guys.
Joel Embiid got 23, 7, and 4 blocks. 4 blocks.
Damn, 4 blocks.
He's welcoming every one of these young boys into the NBA. Welcome to the NBA. Oh, Dort just challenged him.
He kind of backed off there. I don't know why, but
he's tired. He got 4 blocks.
Oh, Matisse, come on, man.
Okay, now look at these young boys trying to show out.
Nice pass. Can't hold it.
He got scared of Embiid.
Got scared, yeah.
But yeah, hey Max, I actually do agree. He had a good point there though, with Matisse being more of a Matisse is faster. I think who's faster, Kyrie or James Harden? James Harden gets buckets just because. Ooh,
Korkmaz.
Wait, we keep forgetting they might start George Hill, guys.
This is one in every 8 games.
George Hill on. I guess you want to put him on Harden.
I don't know who I'm putting George on.
You're saying George Hill though for Curry though, right?
Right, yeah, because Curry will be toast, man.
Curry's on Joe Harris. Let him just go stand in the corner.
I'll actually put. I do think Toby's been a better defender. By the way, on this alley-oop right here, this is something I noticed with Ben. He does telegraph a lot of passes sometimes, and I think that's why he does sometimes turn it over. Now, luckily, nobody can stop Joel running to the basket, but I notice a lot of guys on this team do that. They telegraph passes, but honestly, I would actually put Toby on Joe Harris.
Yeah.
And I would probably put George Hill on Kyrie. And then put Matisse on Harden.
Then who's Danny Green guarding? LMA? Like, what are you doing?
Actually, no. My fault. Danny Green on Joe Harris, Toby on LMA, or whoever else is in.
Wait, do they start him?
No, I don't know. I just knew that you were putting all these guys on the small guys, and you forgot they're 2, 4, and 5. I don't know who they run. They do run the small ball with Jeff Green. Remember that. They play Jeff Green as a 4-2. So Tobias can hold Jeff Green easy peasy.
I think they're starting. I think they'll start LMA and bring Blake off the bench.
What? Their strategy is going to be to outscore us from 3. So we gotta how do I explain this?
But they give Jeff Green a lot of minutes. Right, my bad.
Just don't let the guys that are spotting up and shooting make them uncomfortable. Let Harden sit there. If he wants to dribble the shot clock out, let him do that. But you got to make it hard on them. They can't just come down and get easy looks. It's pretty obvious. But
the Turkish trigger.
This I agree with right here. Apex says, bro, come on. It's Ben on Katie, Tease on Harden, and Hill on Kyrie. That's what I would do. And put Danny on Joe Harris and Toby on the other guy.
If Hill's in the game, then yes. But I think Hill on Kyrie is better than Danny on Kyrie because, again, Kyrie is all about the first step. And Matisse can shut down the first step. You know what James Harden is trying to do? He's trying to he's trying to belly to back suplex you back to a step back. Like, he's not really fast. He's just one of them guys. Look, Luka's not fast. Harden's not fast. They're just ballers. So, but Danny Green is one of them old school vets. Like, he knows the little ins and outs. And listen, Danny Green by any means ain't gonna shut him down. And let me get this out in the open too. Ben Simmons is not gonna shut down KD. When your name is Kevin Durant, when your name is James Harden, when your name is LeBron James and them, you're never going to get shut down. All you want the defender do is to slow him down. If the guy's dropping 35 a game, hold him to 23. You hold if KD played a series before the Sixers and KD's averaging 35 and he averages 26 against Ben, right there, that 9-point difference could be the ball game. Like, you're not going to hold KD. You're not going to keep KD under 18. Maybe
that's
once.
my philosophy, though. Like, I'm trying to take one of the three out of the game for most or completely, and at least limit one of the others. That's my philosophy. So,
oh yeah. But listen, like you know, again, they don't call as many fouls in the playoffs. I will come out and say that. But again, the league, the way the league is, you know, it's favored to offensive play. And listen, Kawhi Leonard won MVP when the San Antonio Spurs beat the Miami Heat. LeBron averaged 28, but they swear he did a great job on them. It's because what LeBron was doing that year was way better than 28. So LeBron averages 28, but guess what? Did he get that 28 efficiently, or did he get it unofficially? I mean, efficiently. So that's the thing. KD's probably going to average 35 against somebody in a series, come against Ben, average 26, but shoot from 60% to 48%. And that's the difference. And that puts the Sixers in the driver's seat.
I agree. Shout out to everybody in the chat. 2:30 up in here. 3.5 minutes into the second half. 73-57 Sixers.
Yo, Ben hasn't scored, though. You're kind of scaring me with your prediction.
I was just about to say that. I see people in the chat talking about it. Like, this is what I'm telling you. Like, he's got to keep it up. You know what I mean? I don't want to see it in flashes.
Ooh. Joel Embiid, though.
I think Joel is, back to his MVP self. Like, obviously he had a bad game, but he's just special, man. Like, this season has been just different watching a center play this way. It's unbelievable.
Got the Euro step.
4 blocks,
step back,
4 assists. Unbelievable. And let's be honest here, guys. Like, yes, we're playing well, but again, this team we are playing is, they are garbage. They're hitting some shots, but overall, like, they're just garbage. Attaboy, Ben.
Yeah, but it's an offensive foul, ain't it?
Yeah. See, every time I call someone out, they do something to prove me wrong. So I just got to start calling everybody out.
Yeah, but I needed that bucket to get closer to 20.
Facts. Shout out to Barm, one of my great channel members, his best stream all year. Shout out to everybody rocking with us, man. Be sure to like and sub on both channels. We're here watching the game with you guys.
Korkmaz.
Don't miss.
Could you imagine if he would have if he would have bounced it off the rim?
I haven't forgiven Furkan for when he was on a fast break and he got blocked by Chetty Osman, bro. I haven't forgiven him for that.
I was mad at Seth Curry when he was on a fast break and he tried to do that at the park where you're going against a bigger defender and you try to stop and make the guy jump instead of going for the layup and he broke his ankle doing it. Oh wow.
Oh, come on. Oh wow, that's star treatment right there. Yo.
They tried double team block him.
Furkan has 4 steals, bro, and Thibault has 3.
And guess what? Both you and Seth were talking about his defense this game. Remember when I said that he was like Isaiah Joe. I call him Yo Joe because my guy Murder Music.
Korkmaz, I'm sorry, bro. I take back everything I ever said. You still suck, but you're having a great game, Furkan. I'll give you credit. We haven't seen it in about 8 games, but here we are. And B with the step back cannot finish.
That's wild.
Let's go, Ben. You want to take a shot anytime now?
That's 6.
I'm putting the under on 16, bro. I'm telling you.
And that would be wild if he is, because he had 12 at halftime and he still had 12. But it's 77-62 with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Oh man.
Let's go, Ben.
Dave
RB
says
said
Hill's
you're
not a
gonna get under
starter.
16.
Need him off the bench because our bench isn't that strong. I hear you. Come on, Embiid, get to your spot, man. Oh my God, what a lay! What a lay from Joe. But yeah, random gamer, I agree with you. And the recent stretch of ball actually is making me afraid to play one of these bum teams. To be honest, just because we settled down against these bad teams, but playoffs.
Curry.
Let's go. We can't get complacent, man. Corky.
I was ready for the bang. I had my hand up and everything.
Furkan.
Steal for Furkan. No, I'm just kidding. That's not Furkan steal.
They might call that a steal. What the?
I think they give it to Matisse though.
Ben, what was that? Do you see that?
Yeah, that was. I mean, he was like, maybe they'll foul me, but they didn't foul.
Yo, that's like the shot where he hit the bottom of the backboard.
Yeah. Underneath.
Oh my God, dude. He just did the loop-de-loop. And this man did a 360 and missed completely. Wow.
Yeah, that was one of them things where he's going up thinking that they're going to foul him. He was like, well, nobody touched me. But yo.
Marky says Lakers winning by 20.
Let's go.
Shout out to my guy Seth coming in with a $5 donation. Says Cheaty gave Korkmaz that Getty gas.
That Getty gas that gets you down the block and your car's like boom, 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 boom.
My man Chetty Osman, bro. Best role player ever.
Hey, he came on very strong. Popovich wanted him and everything. They were like, nope, and now we just like Chetty, bang, bang.
That's great. That's great. Shout out to everybody in here, all the channel members. Jamie says, I'm out. This sucks. Shout out to Philly fans and SD. Great channel member. What's going on? Sending the emojis. Furk has 5 steals. I don't think they count it as a steal. I think it's still 4. But Matisse Thybulle also has 4 steals. So, yeah, this is one of those. This is one of those outlier games that it's just, everything happens right for Furkan and, Thybulle's playing well. I want to see Thybulle take a couple more shots, though. I mean, this is pretty funny to me. Furkan's got 12 shot attempts. 12.
How many's a Ben have?
Ben's got 8.
He's closing on that number 10. But still, in what world should Furkan be allowed to toss up more shots? And again, a lot of people hear me say shots, and they're like, Ben don't shoot. I mean, field goal attempts. Like we talked about Zion. He had 27 layups, 1 jump shot. Works the same.
Yeah, I agree. Daily Drip says, fellas, sorry about that. Family just put in. Doug started going nuts. All good, Steve.
It's all good. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. Shout out to everybody that's up in here, still rocking with us. We're having fun, man. We're just,
this is
Sixers and Thunder. Another game on the schedule. We're trying to get through this, man. Nobody, I don't think anybody had motivation to watch this game. We were excited early on, but now it's kind of just, let's get through this and get a dub, man.
But like you said, what's good about this though is everybody saying the Lakers are whooping up on the net, so that puts us back a half a game, right? And we play when?
What's it called? If we're 1 game behind them, so if they lose and we win, we're tied for first tonight.
What is the we're 1-1 though in our series, right?
Yeah.
And we play them Wednesday.
Yeah. I hope they're healthy, but I don't think they're going to.
Harden can't be there. Harden, they announced him out 10 days, and 10 days is, I think Wednesday is like day 8 for Harden.
Yeah.
Furkan, bang! Furkan Korkmaz saying, I got 4 steals. How many points he got now? Like 17?
Yeah, he's got 18? 18 points. See, I just wish that I wish Korkmaz would have saved this performance for like a good team. You know what I mean?
He's not getting these type of minutes though.
Or these types of looks.
And Doc's not allowing him to shoot. What is he up to now? 13 shots?
My man Joel just bodied Tony Bradley to the floor. Remember he said build around Tony Bradley.
Yeah, hey, Joel's the best tweeter in the game when he's not talking about soccer. I don't know what he's talking about then.
He is. I just don't get why the ball isn't even going to Ben anymore.
He's like, I got my quota.
I told you he got it. Like, I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna wait and see what happens.
Listen, I'm putting a stamp on it. Well, no, never mind. We're up 20. Ben might not even touch the fourth quarter. Same with Joe. So this is going to be one of them games where he doesn't get 20, and we could blame it on the fact that we're blowing him out.
Maybe, yeah.
And you're like, I told you so.
It's just like, look, like here's Ben with the ball, snug pick and roll, coming,
and
driving.
one. Make both of these, please. That'll put him at what, 14?
Yeah. Shout out to Philly Fans and SD coming with a $2 donation. Great channel member. Shout out to Philly Fans and SD. Says RB Philly Mike, All-Star Night. Much love. Shout out to you. Appreciate you being here.
Let's go. Appreciate you. I'm gonna just be waiting in the locker room so I can talk to Ben when he gets in here. I'm gonna have a seat right in the back, man. I'll be with you in a second. Saying that stuff. First one up, and it is good for Ben Simmons.
Marcus says we take first if we win, and they lose because we have better conference record.
There you go, Marcus Bell. Ring that bell. Let's get it.
There you go. Hector, what's going on, bro? Shout out to Seth coming with a $2 donation. Says every time we talk about the dork, he balls out. Every single time, bro. Ben misses the second one.
So keep talking about him. We need that smoke.
Every time. I'm just going to keep talking about him every game. He sucks, man.
Yeah, when I'm doing my play-by-plays and we get on a run and we bring the ball up, I always say, here they come. Hashtag here they come. That's my thing, but I'm not going to use it against a team like the Thunder. Like, come on now.
Yeah, I just let the soundboard talk for me, bro, when we're going crazy. But I also got some funny ones when we're doing bad, so.
And B for 3. Yo, let me just say this, though. Since Embiid has been back from that injury, he's shooting horrible from 3, which is not that big of a deal because I don't think he makes his game there. But early in the season, he was getting credited to being almost a 40, close to 40% from 3, and that is a limited sample. Oh, my God. He just got But do you see how he goes down?
Yeah.
Joel Embiid is a nut, bro.
Oh, man.
Hold up. That's a flagrant.
Yeah, it probably is, to be honest.
In today's NBA, look, Dog's arguing it.
If we're playing against a star, it would be.
That's rough. This dude got clocked.
But yeah, Seth, I'm gonna keep talking about Furkan, man. I'm gonna just keep telling him he stinks. I have a bad feeling that we're gonna see Korkmaz and Mike Scott together in a playoff series.
I'll turn no.
I just have a feeling Doc loves Mike Scott.
Is he dating one of his daughters too? No, I'm just kidding. Let me stop.
He must be.
Because you know how Neto always found a way on the court for Brett Brown. What is Scott doing for Doc? Yeah, I mean,
I don't know, bro.
Oh man, Dwight back in the game. Listen, if we keep up this lead, we're not going to see Ben Simmons and or Joel Embiid in the fourth, which I ain't mad. But man, I saw Ben Simmons score 4 points in like 48 seconds, and I called a 20-piece nugget, and he only got me 14. You're so close because you said 16.
Yeah, I'm a rock with 16. Shake, stepping back. Tony Bradley bringing it up the floor.
Look at Tone. Bradley with the mid-ranger. Dwight's like, I'm the only center that can make that one.
I just had a random thought, too. Like, I got to give a special shout-out to Sam Hinkie. This man died for the sins, for example, of Sam Presti. Like, you know, we openly tanked. We didn't even do it as bad. Like Sam Presti has taken it to another level in terms of tanking. And this man literally has 37 picks now in the next 7 years. Like, but yet they don't do anything about that. They're openly tanking. They won't play out. This man is so petty. He brought Al Horford he said, Al Horford, we're not going to trade you. We're not going to cut you. We're not going to buy you out and let you play for a contender. You have to stay here, come to the facility every day and work out with us. So that way we can trade you in the offseason and get some draft picks. Like, it's just unbelievable, bro. Shout out to Sam Hinkie.
Yeah. He did it. Listen, we did it with style. I mean, we still had, some of these guys, the Thaddeus Young, the Andre Iguodala's, and we try to put on a little bit once in a while. Every other 15 games, we try to get a dub. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh man. Shout out to Hector, says chillin', love how we're looking, keep repping for Philly. How you do? Shout out to Hector, man. Korkmaz with 19 points.
Mike's not giving Doc. Yo, you're wild, bro.
That's great.
That is great, Maxey.
Tony Bradley on Dwight Howard. Mike Scott in the game too.
Tony's like, dang, man, if you weren't here, I could have been the backup center. He's hurt.
Damn, Shake.
Go ahead, Dwight. Oh, all right. OKC. Get that out of here. Ooh.
Wow, they called down the floor.
He's hurt. He's like, it's my only basket of the game.
Wow.
Shifty 2X said Simmons. Ben Simmons with 12 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. He's disappointing.
It's unbelievable, bro. I mean, I see this is another game. It's like, how do you assess this game now? It's like
you can't get anything out of it except for the one thing that I know you're going to make a video about. Ben Simmons got a wet
I'm not
jump.
even going to make it anymore, bro. I'm not going to make it. Because here's like, and shout out to everybody that watches my content. They know, bro. Every time I make a video about this, something happens. But like, you have the people that just stand Ben no matter what. They're probably on Twitter right now going absolutely bananas. Like, you doubted Ben. You did this and that. Then you got the people that absolutely hate him, and there is no coming back. Yeah. And then you got people like us who like Ben, but we can also keep it objective. And this game is hard to assess. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, he had 2 nice shots. He had points quick, but now we're playing against a bum team. And he's not seeing the ball as much now. Now he's probably not going to come back. Yeah. So it's like, I got to see it for the next 5 games, honestly. Yeah. If he comes out next game and has 6 shot attempts, But if he comes out with 12 shot attempts, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll live or die on that edge. 10 plus field goal attempts. But here's the thing, I agree. Like, the people who hate him are going to say, he stunk tonight. The people who love him are going to defend to death. And I'm going to be the guy who says, listen, the dude got aggressive when we needed to. When we needed him to be aggressive and the game was close, he did. As the game got 20-point differential, you can take your night off. You're going to get less minutes by your own coach. Doc Rivers is going to not play you that much. So it's hard to assess. But if this is the Nets game and he has 6 points in the first 2 minutes, I'm expecting that same hunger to stay because we're not going to be blowing the Nets out by 20. So It's a very hard game to assess. People who are on his jumper, though, are going to hold this like.
Oh, my gosh, dude. Yeah, I agree with you. This dude just ooped it up to Tony Bradley. He slammed it down. Shout out to Furkan, by the way, hitting a 20-piece McNugget there.
20-piece nuggets.
And Mike Scott with a 3 as well. Mike Scott actually hit a shot. That's great.
How about the other game? Mike Scott was our best shooter.
That's what I'm saying. Like, look at Dwight.
This is
hanging on the rim.
2.0. 9.0, actually. There's been a lot of lob cities.
Dwight had a bad stretch, but he's been pretty consistent as well.
Yeah. Bradley, though, he's definitely getting that. He's trying to get them buckets.
Dude, I feel like we're letting him linger in this game, though.
14 points, right?
Like the whole game has been 14.
Yeah, but maybe we'll see Ben. No, I'm just kidding.
Man.
Listen, RB called me before the stream and told me Joel Embiid was going to play because I was still going off the fact that Doc Rivers pretty much came out in the post game yesterday and said that no way we're going to play Joel Embiid on the back-to-back.
Right.
But I think maybe with the lack of Tobias and Danny Green playing, which they deserve some time off. These are grinders.
I'll tell you what it was too. The lack of a damn win yesterday. He said, "All right, I'm not trying to lose again."
That's the thing though, because we got to stay content with the Nets. And Doc is looking like the Lakers are the fakers right now. Without AD and Bron, they're the fakers.
He simply said, "You guys didn't earn one yesterday. You didn't earn the day off." And I bet Joel went up to Doc and said, "Yo, I'm playing today.
I'm playing." Yeah, you can tell it's in his mindset. Like, look what he did after the game. He stayed out there and shot the ball.
Right. Shout out to Lee. Says, how did he get in the locker room? All right, coming to you live from the locker room, man. He's talking about you.
For Ben Simmons. I'm trying to tell you guys.
Oh, man. Shout out to Philly fans and SD says, we need yes, sir, refrigerator magnets. Chalk it up, man. It's on the way. That would be a good idea, to be honest.
There you go.
Let's see. We got
actually get him them voice activated ones. So when you open the door, it's like, yes, sir. Let me grab my beer.
There you go.
Yes, sir. Let me get my pie. Whatever.
Oh, man.
Refrigerator for.
I love it, man. Shout out to Barm says we still have to play one more quarter. I agree. Hopefully this is like the Boston game. That felt like it was 15 the whole game, and then we just took off. But we will see. It's simple about Ben. Doc can run plays for Ben, but doesn't when it's not needed. Why people think Ben should hog the ball and shoot is madness. I disagree 100%. It's not about shooting, bro. It's about just being aggressive when you have a mismatch, not passing it up when you got Matthew Dellavedova in the post, Grayson Allen. Like, that's all I'm asking. Just be aggressive. Now, the shot, I mean, he was wide open from the elbow. That's all you need. Now, yeah, we can run plays for Ben, but it's just not in our identity. I agree with that. I'm just talking about the aggression part. Like, I want to keep seeing it every night. Aggressive. We're going to need it because we can't let Joel keep getting double teams in the playoffs. And they're just going to take Ben's man off if he's going to come, stop on a dime, turn, and pass. So that's all I'm asking for.
And I'm just going to elaborate on that by saying this. WMPH 170165. I put the all out there too. That was kind of hard. I just want to see Ben Simmons attempt 10 plus field goal attempts per game. It's not hard. When Maxey's in the game, good or bad, he shoots more than 10. Furkan shoots more than 10. Shea can shoot more than 10. I'm not saying shoot. I'm saying get the ball to leave your hand however it is, whether it's at the rim all 12 times. But there it goes. Attack. Boom. Simmons now he passed that one out. It went to Scott then and it made it. But like, I understand the penetrating pass, but just give me 10 plus shots. And when Ben Simmons gets 10 plus shots, good things happen. That's how I'll finish up.
I agree. And first, I want to shout out the Sixers are 9 for 30 from 3-point range, 30 3-point attempts. I love that. Keep letting it fly. Early in the season, we weren't taking a lot of threes. I like us taking more shots, even if they're not going in, even if they're not falling. Get that under our belt. We're going to need to be able to not hesitate from three. But what I'll say about Ben, like right now, I'm happy to see him with more ball creators on the floor. But I also don't like the fact that, again, Ben, Dwight, and Mike Scott are out here. Here's Ben with another shot off the bounce. He's going to miss it. But, I mean, it looked all right. It didn't look bad. I don't get what's gotten into him. That's number 3.
Yo, Cabbage is capping a lot, but I love the energy, my guy. I love it.
Shout out to Aaron coming in with a $5 donation. Great channel member says, Furkan Korkmaz is not only the greatest Sixer of all time, but the greatest Philly athlete ever to play for the city. No one comes close. He's on my kind of vibe. Some nights Furkan's the best player of all time, and some nights he's the worst athlete I've ever seen in my life. So there you go.
There you go. Furkan jersey giveaway. You heard it here first.
I love it. I love it.
When I give a jersey away and it's a Furkan one, it's all because of Aaron.
I bet in 3 years a Furkan jersey will sell for like $10.
It'd be at Ross with the West jersey.
Yeah, on the clearance rack. Now let me chill on Furkan. But Aaron, appreciate it. But yeah, again with this weird lineup with Ben, Dwight, and Mike. But Ben just took another, little elbow kind of shot there. Like, that's 3 of them now. So it's
a lot more fluid than it's a lot more nonchalant, non-hesitant. Like, if you got to think to shoot, you shouldn't shoot. Don't think, just shoot.
Yeah. And I can't, again, I want to see this against other teams as well. Shout out to Eyes Above.
Look,
What'd
he
you say?
tried to let Maxey bring it up, and Maxey said, "Nah, you can have it, bro."
Yeah, I just want to see.
What if Ben can do what just Maxey did? Come off the screen and pull that.
He probably can, to be honest.
I think he can shoot. I think he can shoot a better percentage than Maxey. Maxey's just not afraid. He's like, bruh, I don't play much. I get in the game. I'm gonna shoot.
I just don't get what there is to be afraid about. We're up 20 points. That's the thing I don't understand.
He's afraid we're gonna drop back to 14, like you said.
Exactly. Shout out to Eyes Above coming with a $2 donation. Says the best collab since Iverson and Weber. Much love. Shout out to Eyes Above. Who says from work showing love. Love it, man. Appreciate the donation, man. Shout out to you and all the members up in the chat. Beloved and beautiful. What's going on? Born 5. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man.
Mike Scott saying, please, I'm trying to keep my roster spot. Look at him. He said, I saw you. He said, I saw RB's Anthony Tolliver video. I need to keep my spot. He letting it rip. How many threes Mike Scott got now this game?
Mike Scott 3 threes and Korkmaz has 4.
And Mike Scott's 3 of 5, bro. He's shooting efficient. He's like, Tolliver who?
But again, I mean, I don't like to see games like this because now Doc's not going to take him out of the lineup ever. He will not take him out of the lineup.
This is prime Mike Scott. Was there ever such thing as a prime Mike Scott?
This is just one of them games like Korkmaz, Mike Scott not missing from 3. Like, it is what it is, man.
Yeah. I ain't taking nothing serious from this game. The only thing I'm going to be happy is that the Nets are getting their butt whooped. The Sixers get a dub today to make up for yesterday. And I don't care. Again, a month from now, when we're in the playoffs and we're 2 games in a series with whoever we're playing, are we going to be like, oh, yeah, remember when we lost to the Pelicans? No. But if we don't get home field advantage off a half a game or one, then we'll remember it. So right now, because of the difference, and for those just jumping in now, 5 losses at home compared to 12 losses on the road. Right. I want every advantage against the Nets we can get. And if it does go game 7, I want the 12% or 15% of Wells Fargo fans to be going crazy. Because
I agree.
Of Philly fans is almost like 30% of any other fan. Yeah, you know what I mean, we gonna make it loud up in there.
I can't wait, bro. I wish it was full capacity, but you know,
how for far what it can be. Stadium?
Huh?
How far are you from the stadium?
About 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, one time we gotta go. We gotta go together.
Yeah, we gotta go to game 7, Eastern Conference Finals, Sixers and Nets.
Yeah,
do a live play-by-play from the stands. might get smacked, to be honest.
That'd be rough, bro.
Imagine that. That would be nuts, bro. But
I never went to a basketball playoff game.
Huh?
I've been to Sixers games, but I never went to a playoff game for the Sixers. I've been to only a playoff game for the Eagles.
Me too. I only went to one playoff game for the Eagles.
Which one?
It was the year that the Eagles lost to Green Bay and Green Bay won the Super Bowl, but they beat us in the first round.
Oh, wild card round, Mike Vick.
Yeah, we had the game 1, and
who's the Wiley Cooper and it's intercepted by Jamal Williams.
Intercepted. It was ridiculous.
I went to the Atlanta Falcons game when we won with Nick Foles off the Jalen Mills thing.
Yeah, my friend was there too.
I had the onlyest headache. But yo, Wells Fargo's game be different though. Like I said, Wells Fargo be litting it up. Even for a regular season game, it get hype in there.
The last game I went to was the first game where we got Tobias, Mike Scott, and Boban. And we beat the Nuggets. It was on ESPN. It was crazy though. Like we were going nuts, bro. We were going nuts. Dude, I saw Joker and Boban right in front of my eyes, man. Like I never seen dudes so tall in my life.
Oh my god!
I was like right there next to the court. Like it was crazy.
Boban's ear is the size of my head.
Dude, I never seen a man that tall. Shout out to my guy Isaiah Joe in the game. Isaiah Joe has entered.
Exactly, yo Joe. Andrew said Lakers looking amazing. Yo, who is the leading scorer for the Lakers to be doing this to the Nets. I mean, I know Kyrie got fouled out, they said, right? Or he got ejected, I mean.
Yeah, him and Schroeder did.
Oh, him and Schroeder?
Yeah, they were going at each other.
Suspend Kyrie for 3 games.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
Brian says you guys are not watching a basketball game, the Sixers game. Not really sure what that means, bro. But we are watching the Sixers game.
Shake just makes a 3-point shot to go up 101-81 with 7 minutes and 51 seconds left of the fourth quarter. 20-point game. Tony Bradley is trying to save the OK City Thunder, but he can't do it alone. I know.
Hey, yo, Bradley's got 12 though.
Yeah, OK City Thunder got to rebuild around him, bro.
Right. Oh my gosh.
The process. Now, is that a steal or a block?
Both.
That's a stock.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't call that a goaltend though.
That's a stock or a steal or a Beal. What sounds better?
Oh my gosh.
A stock or a Beal.
That was ridiculous.
Howard's a
Philly
problem.
fan says, in addition to yes, sir, we can make a shirt with Furkan, you suck on the front and yes, sir on the back. Gotta love it. They'd be like, what are you wearing right now?
A stock.
Like I said, never more than 4 jumpers in a game ever for Benjamin. Ben's got what does he have? 13 points. I love it. Shout out to Beloved and Beautiful. Says we need to keep the point lead and keep the energy up. I agree.
Facts. Philly Boy 215 said, do you think it's he put that one up, but do you think we're gonna be full capacity by playoffs?
Probably not. In my estimation.
Yeah. Ooh, Max. Oh, that's a basket interference. He get a little bit too energy with him sometimes. He just be jumping.
Dwight's an interesting character. He's interesting, man.
It's crazy though how he went from Orlando, Dwight, to the Lakers and the Rockets kind of took him down. But I like what he was able to do with the Lakers a second time because again, he's not trying to be the superstar. He just knows his role.
You know why I respect Dwight though? Because he's been through the ups and downs. Like his career was almost finished essentially, and
he brought it back up.
Yeah, and he understands the role now. Nice steal by Isaiah Joe.
Here we go.
We're just having fun with him now. Shout out to my guy DJ Eastwood, run it back, Philly in the house. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Says, sup, my dudes. Ben shooting jumpers, WTF, LOL. There's no. I just saw your tweet, DJ. There's no other explanation, bro. He must watch Philly YouTubers, bro. He must watch us every single time. Every time. He shot 3 jumpers this game. I don't understand it.
And hey, DJ, did you see him in the pregame? He was wearing that Woj shirt. He's rocking the Woj shirt.
Yeah, I don't get it, bro. I mean, but then again, well, I said 16. I said under 16. So, 9 shot attempts. Again, he was I don't know how to assess his game. I would love to hear DJ's take. I wish he was on here with us.
Yeah. At the end of the day, though, DJ, I mean, I know DJ's gonna open it up with why won't be? Again, it was so fluid. It was like elbow jumper, not step back, but caught it, put one dribble down, said, I'm open, boom. He didn't look to pass at all. If you rewind, which I'm going to do after this game, rewind and play. That possession, it was like,
but
who are you?
My thing is he can't yes, this was a good game for Ben, right? But people that would for example, right, say that the game ends, people that look at the box score right now are going to say, all right, Ben had another one of his games, 13 points, not good enough. But then we watched the game, and for one spurt, literally 3 minutes, he had, how many points did he have? 8 in 3 to 5 minutes? And then I don't know, man.
The game made him fall off with again, when you're winning by 20, you can shoot the ball for fun now. You can do a lot of things for fun. You see Dwight Howard pulls threes when the Sixers are winning by 20, but Ben Simmons is a series type character. He's not going to do that. So if he gets that aggressive early against a team like the Nets and he falls off, I'm mad. If he gets aggressive against the Thunder and we're up 20 and he falls off, it is what it is. And DJ said we could do that tomorrow for you. You know what I mean?
Where are we at? Let's see. Oh, here it is. We could do it tomorrow morning. What is tomorrow? Friday? Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. I forgot it was Saturday. First off, who puts a game at 9 p.m. on a Saturday?
Right.
Sixers and OKC. Like, that's probably no ratings at all. But yeah, I mean, I'm always down to run it up, man.
Run it back.
Yeah, run it back, essentially. I'm always down.
Let's go.
Let's see.
That's wild.
Artist Silva says, imagine Katie, Kyrie, and Hard on the floor. Who shot? You missed it. Why didn't you give it to me? Harden, go defend.
And that's where the problems start, right?
Shout out to my guy Rajon Tucker in the game. I actually like this kid. I'm not even gonna lie. Paul Reed in the game as well.
B-ball Paul, right? Let's get it.
Yeah. The Thunder are just a disgrace of a franchise.
Yo,
not
do you
like
think,
right now.
do you think if B-ball Paul, Maxey, Scott, if you think this lineup got big play, you think they can compete with the Thunder right now?
If they got who?
Like if this lineup on the floor, Yo Joe, Tucker, Maxey, B-ball Paul, and Mike Scott, if this was the main players, do you think we could run with the Thunder's team that we're playing right now? It would be a close game. It'd probably be us up like by 4.
I think we would. I think we'd be all right because every time I see the third unit, they play hard as hell. Like, they just don't stop.
Yeah.
I like Tucker, man.
Look at that possession, bro.
The Thunder really are trash.
Yo, the Thunder can give a pick to every team and still have like 10.
They're calling him Wet Simmons on the Facebook Sixers group. Yeah, I can't. I'm not even looking at Twitter right now. I can't imagine what's going on in that realm.
Oh, he almost made him fall.
Maxey's got the burst, man. Look at that. Can't finish. But
you got to finish that after you almost made him fall. Come on,
running backs. The Thunder have 90 first-round picks in 5 years. They really do. It's unbelievable.
Exactly.
I was just saying earlier, DJ, like Sam Hinkie died for this, bro. Sam Hinkie died for this, and the Thunder have taken it to an extreme level. It's unbelievable. They're literally holding Al Horford captive.
Ayo, Pope said Liv Simmons told Ben to shoot for her.
Oh, man. Look at Scott.
Yo, Joe for 3. B-ball Paul tried to clean it up. That's kind of ugly.
This is like, I can't believe this is basketball right now. Shout out to my guy Philly Shag, great channel member. Appreciate you, bro. Says coming in with the $5 donation. Says if only Simmons could do this every game. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not gonna judge this off of one game. Like, I still want to see this for the next 5 games. This mentality, like, he showed it for the first quarter, but I don't know, man. I guess we gotta wait and see. How many did he have in the first quarter?
Who?
Ben.
Like 8. More than half. He got 14 points, had 8 in the first, 6 in the first 3 minutes. And again, though, you can't blame him because if you watch the game as we did, it was like we were just loudly gagging around because we were up essentially 15 plus per game. If you want to call it 14, I'll let you call it 4D. But
yeah, I don't. Yeah, 13 and was he have 3 rebounds? Like, I don't know. I can't put too much stock in this. Like,
nah, it is what it is. Hey, it's a W that counts in the win column, like all W's do, whether it's against a good team or a bum team, and it's a chance to get us home court advantage because, like I said, 5 losses at home, 12 losses on the road. The Nets got to prove some things, but I would much rather play the Nets if a game 7 happens in the Wells Fargo where we lost 5 compared to 12, I need every advantage we can get. And one of the advantages, get George Hill back here, because if George Hill comes back with like 6 games left, bruh, like what is you doing? Are you playing big minutes off the bench, playing starter minutes, little minutes? What is your role? Who are you?
Yeah.
Who is George Hill to this team? We need to see it.
Shout out, by the way, for these guys doing this. Oh, and shout out to Mason Jones in the game. I mean, it's got that far. Mason Jones is in the game, but we did this without Danny and Toby as well, which is funny. Shout out to my guy Clips is free shy. Oh man, they really did that man dirty.
Drummer said I'm gonna head out. It's a G League game now.
All right, Drummer. And shout out to Run It Back says, all right, have a good night. All right, DJ. Looking forward to tomorrow. Barm says OKC's trying to get Bronny because they know it means they will get LeBron.
They can give 28 picks for LeBron.
See, my thing though is like, I would love to hear everyone's take. Like, when are they going to use and how are they going to use the picks? Oh my God, Mason Jones with a step back 3. Like, at one point, do you say, all right, we'll give 7 first rounders for Kevin Durant? Like, and
when they get 1 star, they got to get 1 star first. Then they can use the 7 first rounders to attract another one.
Yo, the Sixers, by the way, the Sixers have shot 38 3-pointers in this game. I think we're the Daryl Morey Houston Rockets now.
How many did we make, though? What's our percentage?
We only made 12, though. 29.7%.
That's not good. That's not going to get it done in the playoffs.
Facts.
But I like the enthusiasm, as you said. I like them. If you're going to jack them, might as well jack them in a game like this.
Facts.
Tony Bradley, though. What's Bradley got? Bradley low-key playing his first game against the Sixers. Got 23 minutes, 7 of 11 for 16 points, 13 rebounds, the double-doubles in full effect for TB13.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys know what to do, man. Drop the dubs in the chat. Let's see the W's flying, man. Let's see them flying. Sixers going to move to 36-17. Let's get a score update on these Brooklyn Nets. Hopefully we'll be tied for first.
Facts. Scott said, don't know what it is about the Thunder, but regardless of their picks, I still can't see them being good.
I agree.
Like 5 to 10 years. Yeah, listen, the only way is if they draft a stud and then they start saying like, again, but that's going to take years. You draft a stud, he gets good in 2-3 years. Then you're like 7 first-round picks for this guy, 3 third-round picks for this guy. You start building your team. That's ugly, though.
Yeah, I agree. So the Brooklyn Nets lost, so we're going to be tied for first. The Nets lost 126-101. KD with 22. Irving.
How many minutes?
18.
How many minutes did KD play?
24.
Yeah, they're still watching his minutes. How many minutes did Kyrie play before he got ejected?
21. He had 18 points. And then they had all these bums coming off the bench that I don't even know.
What did LMA and Griffin do? Oh, my God. Yo, watch.
I just saw that. Wow. Blake Griffin went 0 for 3 in 17 minutes. And Aldridge went 5 for 8 with 12 points. But
that could have been ugly.
Yeah, the Nets have all these bums on the bench that aren't going to play in the playoffs, like Timothé Luwawu, Chris Chiozza. But yeah, guys, we're going to be tied for first, 36-17. Sixers. Well, actually, we are in the lead because we have a better conference record. So
shout out to the sub that told us that.
I still look at it as tied, but
yeah. Hey, see, low key, yo, we be thinking like we know everything. No, we be stealing bits and pieces from you guys and using it as our material. No, I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to you guys. But yeah, man, look, this is a big win just for the fact that, like you said, tie or half a game above. We play them on Wednesday. Simple.
Yep. I mean, I at least we'll get a basis a little bit, but I still wanted to play them, at full strength. But
I did too. But I'm gonna be petty. I want home court.
I agree.
And
I agree.
I honestly thought that we were going to lose it when Joel went down. I thought Joel was going to miss more games. I thought the team was going to lose more games. But listen, we did lose to the better teams. We lost to the Bucks. We lost to the Nuggets. We lost to the Clippers. But we were able to beat the teams we were supposed to. We were like, what, 7-3 in a 10-game absence? We stayed afloat. And now I want home court because, listen, when we win one of them crucial games at home, like I'm just trying to say, like I'm not really worried about the Bucks. All right, listen, let me ask you this, RB. Other than the Nets, before we get off here, is there anybody else in the East? Like when you look at the Bucks, you look at the Heat, you look at the rest of the teams, like I don't really think anybody else is scary. Boston's trash. Knicks are just a grinder team. Like the Hawks, I think, are there. They might be in the play-in, but I ain't scared. But like I'm more scared of the Heat than the Bucks, but it has to do with the Heat been playing all season with COVID problems and injuries. We haven't really got to see them play healthy. What is your take on that?
I'm to be honest, I'm not really scared of any of them. Like the team that I always feared was Toronto, just because of how Nick Nurse plays Joel. Like he's literally gonna say, Ben or Toby, go beat us. But now that they sold Norman Powell and everything, like I'm not really worried about them. The Knicks, honestly, are the best defensive team I think in the league. They would probably present a harder matchup, even though I still think we would win. But I'm not really worried about the Bucks or the Heat, to be honest. If I had to pick one, probably Miami, because they did get a lot better. But again, it's a chemistry thing. Yeah. I don't really see like a team that can. I think the team that's going to stop the Sixers is the Sixers.
Like, I knew you were going to say that.
I think like it's really comes down to us and how we play. But that's my take on it.
Yeah, man. Again, I want to reiterate. I'm not saying I'm scared of the Heat. I just think the Heat calls me more concerned than the Bucks. I think we can handle the Bucks straight up.
What do you think about like? Is there any West teams you think like we can't handle? Like, say we were to get to the finals.
I mean, the Lakers though. Now they're gonna try to have Twin Towers and AD and Drummond down there. Maybe. Listen, nobody without a big man ain't stopping us because Joel Embiid gonna put. Listen, Joel Embiid's different. A lot of people still like. There's a few Joel Embiid haters out there still that say we got to see him do it in the playoffs. He always gets out of. He's not in a lot of things. But like, listen, I'm a Sixers fan, so I'm a ride. But yeah, Ben Simmons had his up and downs in the playoffs. Tobias did, and Joel Embiid did. They all had their ups and downs in the playoffs. However, I seen that same player throughout their time in Philly. I see Tobias as a new guy. I see Joel Embiid, as you said, as a new guy. And I haven't seen anything to make me say otherwise except for last night's game. But if you're telling me one game out of 50 plus, well, he took some games off. That is perfect because everybody has that stinker or more. So Joel Embiid going to be fine. I'm glad he came back. I love it.
One team I think could be pretty good is Denver. I think they upgraded well. They're like 8-0 with Aaron Gordon. They look
Yeah, but Jokic can't play defense like that. I mean, Jokic will get Embiid out of the block, out of the paint, because Jokic stays at the elbow and the 3-point line, and he likes to facilitate. But Embiid will eat on that matchup. So will Jokic, because Embiid does his best defensive stopping in the paint, and Jokic is going to pull him out.
Yeah, I think it would be a lot of good matchups, though. But shout out to Seth coming with a $2 donation. Says, I love this third unit, bros. Mud Reed, Joe, and Tuck. I agree. Like, someone said if we were building around this third unit, it would be exciting. I agree. Like, if we had to rebuild, Rajon Tucker, I love his game. Joe, Paul Reed, they play hard, man.
Listen, I think if we had this third unit as starters with 37 picks, we'd be in better shape than the OKC Thunder.
We need to start mortgaging them off, man.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I mean, Joel with 27, Cork with 20. Korkmaz had 5 steals, by the way. Finished with 5 steals. Simmons with 13 points. So I was right on the under. I said 16. 5 for 9 from the field. Seth Curry had more rebounds than Ben. He had 4 and 6 assists. And Mike Scott with 13 points as well. So Mike Scott and Ben coming in 13 apiece.
Yo,
Shake
that
with 12.
doesn't sound good when you say it together.
Yeah. Wait.
Meaning you're like, dang, you're Ben Simmons is comparable to Mike Scott.
Yeah, essentially.
Box score people will say that for sure, though. You know what I mean? Who
Yeah.
played more minutes? Mike Scott probably.
Scott only had 19. Simmons had 28 minutes.
Okay.
Simmons played a lot of minutes, more than I thought. AI is the missing piece. Sixers need to get AI out of retirement.
Yo, AI could drop 13. No, let me stop. I don't want to go there.
I'm coming off the bench and taking a charge, you know? But shout out to Rob, man. Says, night, guys. You all be safe. Great win. Shout out to Rob. Scott says, don't care what the stat is with Ben. I'm always taking the under.
Yo, listen, though. I don't care what anybody says. I'm a daily fantasy player, meaning I'm big on daily fantasy sports, NBA, MLB, and NFL. And I'm telling you, years prior, if Joel Embiid didn't play, Ben Simmons would get you that 26 point, 13 assists, 11 rebound game, which rebounds is a point and a half. I mean, rebounds is a point, 1.2 points. Assists is 1.5. Blocks and steals are 3 points. So Ben Simmons was that must-play dude when Joel Embiid wasn't there in years prior. Now, I don't care Joel Embiid is there or not. I don't never pick Ben Simmons. His price could be low. He could be the middle of the pack point guards.
Right.
That's where they put him in daily fantasy. I won't touch him. This whole season, I haven't touched him. But, yo, I'm telling you, I have some DFS games I can screenshot him, and from previous years, he's a baller overall. But this year, he's been MIA.
Nonetheless, what I'll say is, good win. I expected us to win this game.
Ben Simmons talking. We're just listening.
Ooh, good question.
I think the main thing with me is I try to get a feel for the game, get my teammates involved, and try to make the best plays every time. So it's not as good to you as it is, say, to some of the fans who say, hey, Ben should be scoring more. I mean, I come in and try to get wins.
Oh, wow.
I was out here, going for individual accolades and stats, it'll be a little different. So, yeah.
It's not individual accolade, Ben. Stop helping us win.
Yo, the question was, so you're not upset about the fans out here saying that Ben Simmons should score more? He's like, he started laughing. He was like, nah, I pretty much try to get W's. I don't really care about my personal stats.
Yeah. I'm trying to make the best.
He laughed though. And you know what that laugh says? Like, didn't you see the jump shot? I don't care what anybody says. That was didn't you see the
He didn't expect that from Zoo.
Yeah, that was a great question. Yo, he came out was like, how come you're not scoring? Then he was like,
been seeing me on Twitter. He's like, yeah, let me ask him. Come on,
what
man.
a question. But you heard the laugh. That chuckle is the chuckle that says, I know what y'all want, and I might give it to you guys come playoff. No, I'm just kidding. Let me stop.
That was like his answer didn't make sense though. He's like, yeah, I'm worried about. I'm not worried about personal accolades. Like, I'm worried about winning. Ben, the best way for us to win is for you to be aggressive. Like, I just didn't understand his response. Like, he was just frozen.
Yeah, but I love the chuckle. That chuckle. Listen, bro. You know what I mean?
That chuckle means he's been looking at his own Twitter. He knows what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in here. 200 still in here, guys. Hit the like and sub, man. Thank you guys for coming in here. Just wanted to bring some excitement tonight because, I mean, still, I just this was a game where it was second of a back-to-back. OKC Thunder, no Danny, no Toby, but the Sixers get a good win nonetheless. We finally saw a little something out of Ben. Joel led the way. Korkmaz stepped up. Mike Scott stepped. Like, the Thunder are just a garbage team, to be honest. They just stink. But
yeah,
A win's a win. You know what I mean? Just another game on a schedule.
19, what is it now? 18 more. Listen, I don't care if we beat, I don't care who we beat. I'm like you said, if you can't have a better scenario than the Sixers winning and the Nets losing. You know what I mean? And then you get Ben Simmons shooting an elbow jumper, 3 shots, 1 go in, 2 go out. He chuckles at the end. It's all stay tuned to the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, some type of stuff like that. Yeah.
Shout out to Little Giant, says thanks for the good content. Got to go to sleep 6:22 where I live. Shout out to you.
6:22 in the morning?
I think so. We have some real ones up in here, man. Shout out to Sura, great channel member, says if y'all are expecting 20 points a game from Ben, y'all clearly don't know Ben's role on a team. This is not last year, clearly. I mean, still, like,
I don't
just need
expect
the
20
aggression.
points a game.
I
Either
wish
RB.
it was 20, but I expect 16 to 18 at least.
I expect 10 plus shots.
I
So-
just expect the mismatches to
Listen,
be
if Ben Simmons shoots 10 shots a game and he shoots 50%, that's only 10 points. I'm fine with 10 points, knowing that when he has the ball, I can trust he's going to make the best decision. And if the decision is shooting, he'll do that. I think he looks around to make the best decision that doesn't count him in the equation.
right.
Sometimes you got to put Ben in the equation. I'm asking for 10 field goal attempts. If he has 12 points in that game, but he shot more, I'm going to say he was a little off, but I love it. And there goes my
But yeah, to add on to that, what I would say is Ben just talked about in his response, the first thing he said was, I need to get a feel for the game, right? So, the feel for the game is you see the mismatch, right? Like if you're there in the post and you got a guy who's 6 inches shorter than you, you got to be aggressive and take that. If Joel's getting double teamed, if guys are getting swarmed and they're leaving you open, they're giving you space, you got to take that. You know what I mean? So that's just what I mean by you need the
hey yo. Listen,
the locker room came crashing down because Ben.
The locker room came. Listen, they came in and they heard me talking about Ben, so they were trying to defend him.
Facts. And to add on to what I was just saying, when you left, Ben in his answer, what did he say? He said, "I got to get a feel for the game." Right? That's part of the feel. Like if you have a mismatch, if they're leaving you open because they're double teaming somebody else, that's part of the feel of the game. Like you got to take advantage of that. You got to get your bucket. So,
yeah. The feel of the game should be Curry's not shooting, I'm going to shoot. Green's not making his buckets, I'm going to shoot. Tobias is off, I'm going to shoot.
right. And Sura says Ben's like the 6th scoring option. I agree. But the reality is that, he's getting paid a lot of money. He's getting big bucks. So I think we need more than a 6 scoring option. So shout out to Philly Fresh, says, yo, that Ben hit a jump shot. I'm cool with the win, but this frustrates me. I know he can do it. I agree 100%.
Shout out to my guy Fresh in the building. He's starting to get that Sixer content pumping with the Eagles. Love it, love it, love it. But yeah, look, real quick, I want to touch on Sura.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I agree with your assessment that, listen, and I say this too, when Ben Simmons is with this team and his team is healthy, with this team being healthy, he fits the role. The role for Simmons is to make everybody else better, to play defense, to draw double teams in certain situations, to get open shooters. He does all that. He leads the league in assisted 3-point shots. He 3-point makes. He leads the league in fast break dunks. That means he's great. He's one of the best players, not point guards. He's one of the best players in transition. But again, in the playoffs, turnovers don't happen as much. Rotation is shrunk. Transition basketball is more limited to half-court basketball, and that's where Ben has to rely in the dunker spot and feed off others, still able to draw double teams and kick it out. But like I said, them assisted 3-point shots, what happens when they're not making them? What happens when transition is cut to half-court set? I need Ben to develop something, which he did. He got the hook shot, something new. I'm not a guy who says Ben Simmons has to shoot the jump shot, even though today it looked pretty. It don't look like Sean Marion in the past. It don't look like Giannis, today's NBA player. Heck, Shake Milton's shot is kind of ugly. It's like a push shot. Looks like he's like doing push-ups in the air. Ben Simmons' shot looks nice. That doesn't mean it's going to go in. And I don't care about him shooting. I just want to say, Ben Simmons, you are a player that knows basketball. You know that sometimes when you go to the rim and you should lay it up, you kick it out for no reason. You don't want to make your... I don't care if this guy shoots a bad percentage, because every time he turns the ball over in that layup / pass, it's equivalent to a miss. So I'd rather you miss than turn it over. 8 games, averaging 10 points, 27 baskets, 28 turnovers. This is prior to tonight's game. That is a slump as a point guard passer, but it's just a lack of shooting. So, and I say shooting meaning field goal attempts. So I just want Ben to be the best that he can be. And there's going to be games where his facilitating and defense put us over the top. But if you, and in the playoffs, you won't have matchups like you have in the regular season. As RB said, you got Matthew Dellavedova. You got the dude, Grayson Allen from Memphis Grizzlies. I can't even talk no more. You got Grayson Allen on you. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. You know?
Yeah, I have nothing to add.
Be better when Joel Embiid's not there, especially.
Yeah, I have nothing to add. We're going to need a lot from him and everybody else. But yeah, man, Sixers get a dub. Not really much more than that, like, to add on. Like, you know, they did what they had to. They got the job done. And this one's it's a good win. At least we redeemed ourselves from yesterday, because that was pretty ugly. We got the Mavs on Monday, and then we got the Nets on Wednesday. So we're gonna see how it all goes.
Yeah, and just to say this again, for people who come in at 11:30 at night and say, "Let me check the box score. Ben Simmons only scored 14? He's trash." No, this is a 14-point game from Ben Simmons that made perfect sense. He was aggressive early when we needed him to be. He saw no Tobias Harris. He saw no Danny Green. He knew Joel Embiid was on a back-to-back where he shouldn't have been. And Ben Simmons took it upon himself to say, Joel shouldn't be playing. Them two are out. I'm going to take it on myself. Now the Sixers are up 20. Ben Simmons puts it in cruise control. I don't care about cruise control. I don't care about getting other people involved. When we are up by 20, go ahead and have your flowers.
Yeah, I agree.
Get ready to play Call of Duty, my guy. You deserve it. I just get it. This is why I talk about Ben Simmons, because I do love him to death. So much potential there, and I just want to see him turn the chapter in the playoffs, because that's where that's where the good players get judged. It doesn't matter what you do regular season.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this last stretch to me is really just to get the number 1 seed, but the playoffs is going to determine a lot, because I feel like, you know, things could pan out really well and we could be satisfied and we could say, all right, now we're going to build on this. This is our window. Or things could turn, you know, south. And Daryl Morey, I don't think like I always say, like you said earlier, I don't think he's afraid to hesitate. Like, things go south, we don't achieve our goals. I could see Daryl pulling the trigger on anything. So
you're trying to.
I'm not hitting at anything.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
This is a business, so you don't meet expectations. Sometimes things have to shift, and sometimes some business owners and some in charge executives are quicker to pull that than others, especially when you got a guy who is in his prime and is maybe the greatest skilled center I've ever seen. And, you know, he's not getting any younger. He's not getting more durable. So I don't know.
I agree. Hey, shout out to George Redden coming in. Have a good night, my guy.
Shout out to Dave. Shout out to George. Shout out to everybody, man. Hope you guys all have a great night. Still 160 in here, guys. Hit the like and sub on your way out. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. A little bit different this time.
Facts.
But
yes.
We both dropped a lot of good content, man. This is my guy up here. It's crazy. From the first stream we did this together, and now where we're at. It's crazy, but much respect to him. Thanks for coming on, Mike.
You already know. You can find me at the Philly Talk Podcast, and same people watching me, you already know, RB Philly Take with RB. We be here. We'll be here for the good, the bad, the ugly. He said, yo, Mike, people on my Facebook chat think he is holding these jump shots for the playoffs. If that's the case, as DJ Eastwood said, and I believe in one of his videos, or maybe he texted me it, he said that would be the greatest troll job ever. If Ben Simmons just all of a sudden starts shooting jumpers in the playoffs, all I'm going to hear is playoffs. Now we talking about playoffs? It's showing Furkan.
I don't think it's happening.
Pretty good.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's happening. I wish it would, but
yeah, I hear you.
Imagine Ben come out like 3 for 8 from 3-point range the first playoff game.
You know what would happen to the Ben Simmons? Like, see again, the stands will be like, "I told you so." The people like me and you will be like, "This is something right," but the people who hate him be like, "He sucks at 3. Don't shoot the 3 ball."
It'd be crazy.
It's not the end of the world. That's like what, 39%?
Yeah. Oh man. Example of a Ben hater here. It says Ben will, quote, turn the chapter in the playoffs. He hasn't done that. He hasn't done that even in the preseason. Somehow the faint-hearted Simmons will be transformed in the postseason. This guy hates Ben Simmons with a passion.
I mean, listen, I'm from the show me state. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to show me. You can't chuckle. You can't do that. Like, so at the end of the day, I'm not even trying to have him shoot threes. I just want him to shoot. I just want him to play basketball aggressive.
Yeah, man. I'll definitely be looking over the next 3 games to see how this keeps up. You know what I mean? A couple big ones coming up this week. So we got to see how
we play Monday.
Dallas.
Whew.
They're not any hold. Look, last time he put Luka in prison, man. So
locked up. They won't let him
now
out.
they have J.J. Redick too. So
yeah, it should be a good one, man. Luka's playing good. He's like averaging. He's balling. He's trying to get into the MVP conversation.
Yeah, he's not going to get there though. He doesn't have enough around him. But we'll see
what
happens.
Averaging 30 over the last couple games though.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, he's special. I just they have not put enough around him, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
I'll definitely be looking to see the approach from guys like Ben and, the rest of the squad. But we're probably going to get up out of here. Shout out to everybody. 2.5 hours of fun.
My wife is texting me like, you said 11:15.
I'm going to let Mike get over to his wife. Sixers win 117-93, 36-17 on the season. Shout out to everybody, man. Subscribe to Philly Talk Podcast. Subscribe to Philly Take with RB. You guys have a great night, man, and enjoy your Sunday. Catch you on the next one. Peace.